of Nigeria, we are not talking about it. If we continue to keep quiet like this, I promise you, these old men where they did here, they'll just do anything where they like. Now, these people are saying they don't have money because last week I see say, okay, Tinubu post something, say they leave, say Buhari regime, they leave without any money, you understand? But when I get money to buy cars for the ministers, 160 million, and that car where they buy for minister 160 million, we all know say those people no go use that car for like, they're not going to use that for like 4 months, because when they start to the year sound for under the car, they'll need to go change them again. Nigerian road no good. Do you understand? Nigerian road no good, so that car go spoil. They buy 160 million. They say money no, they say Buhari no leave money, and these same people again don't go buy yacht or 5 billion naira. Do you understand? Nigerian youth, the day when I go clear, now the day they shut down internet for 1 whole day. If they shut down internet for 1 whole day, we now know how messy, how messed up Nigeria don't become. Do you understand? To be honest, Nigerian youth, people need to come out. People need to stand. The government don't take care, they don't take us serious because they know we don't stand in uniform. Do you understand? If they put in Nigerian Labour Congress, they go protest which day? The youths of the country, we're supposed to stand with them, protest. We're supposed to fight for our beloved country, Nigeria. They no stand. You understand? The youths are supposed to stand. Labour Congress, those old men don't supposed to go there. They're not supposed to go to the forefront. Do you get the point? We are supposed to be the ones to be at the forefront. But then again, we go always protest for irrelevant things in this country. Things where no go add plus and minus to the country. As to go on strike, I don't see any youths come out. Nigerian youths, we they lose them. I remember the time of John Adams Oshiomhole. Do you understand? And the other time of every where we say Nigeria strong. Where go challenge Obasanjo, tell and say, okay, these are some youths were willing because they want Nigeria to be better. Do you understand? Like I said, if they shut down Nigeria, if they shut down social media for 1 whole day, I swear to God, now I go open. Now that time I'll realize this country don't go. This country don't go. Nigerian youth, let's wake up. Let's wake up and stand in uniform. Do you understand? Let's wake up. We they go down. Fuel go soon reach 1,000 naira. Dollar is already 1,001 something. Nigerian youth. If una continue to play, una go learn. And una go learn the hard way. I know why they talk. I don't see this thing they go further. Anyways, no wahala.
When you look at everything that is happening in Nigeria, don't try to give answers to the many confusion that is currently happening in Nigeria. Rather, ask more questions. A mind that asks questions is a mind that learns. The more questions you ask, the closer you get to the solution. Don't be quick to provide answers to immediate circumstances. You might just be lost in its labyrinth. After the sham election conducted by INEC and Mahmoud Yakubu, a lot has been happening. Trust me, I wasn't really expecting anything different from the election conducted in Bayelsa, Imo, and Anambra State. And I am still not expecting anything different in Edo State, except the people of Edo suddenly realizes their power. But let me ask the questions. In fact, this video will be about asking so many questions. Why was this rigging this very wide? Even in the face of truth, even in the face of truth, those saddled to determine the truth and provide justice still look the other way. I mean our judiciary. Why was Tinubu so desperate to become the president of Nigeria? Why did INEC rig this deep to ensure that Tinubu must become the president of Nigeria? Why? In the light of overwhelming evidence that suggests he forged the certificate, he forfeited drug money, he's involved in narcotic. Why? Have you also wondered that we are no longer talking about Boko Haram, we are no longer talking about herdsmen, we are no longer talking about kidnapping, we are no longer talking about church bombing, we are no longer talking about criminals that are freed, that are being freed from prison? Why was it that close to the election, a lot of Boko Haram members were released, were broken out of jail and set free? Why is it that Shetima is not really talking? Have you noticed that Shetima is inexplicably silent while Tinubu does all the attraction? Why is it that rather than talk about the real situation of the economy, we are talking about yachts, we are talking about budget, about yachts that are being bought? In fact, there are so many questions, but we keep asking them. If you have yours, please add to the comment section too, so that let's be asking many questions. Could this be all a plot to a greater agenda? If there's an agenda, then what agenda is it exactly? When this Muslim ticket came and they tried to force it down your throat by recruiting fake bishop, fake imams, fake everything, to suggest that we are okay with a Muslim ticket, why is it that our judiciary don't have adequate representation from the southeast and south, even though we claim we went to school more? Does it mean that as we go to school, when it comes to getting employed at the higher echelon of academic achievement, we suddenly fall down from our intellect? Suddenly, I see the Supreme Court judges are Abdullahi, Jibril, Ismaila, Owolabi, Okondabi. Where is Chinedu? Where is Omoraka? Where is Oshiomhole? Where are those people? Something is definitely wrong with this country. And we must find a wholesome solution to all these bothering questions. It's like the more one question pops up, it provides no answers. Another situation comes that provides many more questions. So what is it exactly that is happening to this country? Because we must keep asking the questions. It is because we don't ask questions. That's why we keep forgetting what has happened. We just forgot that a couple of years ago, just about 2-3 years ago, we were in an era where churches were being... Okay, let me take it. Some years ago, like 8-10 years ago, we were in an era where churches were being burnt down. People were being blown, like in just for instance, people were being blown apart, suicide bombing, churches blown up, families desecrated, people being captured on the roadside, taken to the bushes. All attempt to claim land for Fulani, Ruga, and all of that. Have we suddenly forgotten? Have we forgotten we bought rice, a bag of rice at 7,000 naira? Now it is a whooping 70,000 naira. That's about 1,000% increase. With all the ailments that we are accumulating to this country, nobody seems to care. Rather, it's about, it's my turn, it's your turn, it's not our turn. Igbos will never rule this country, only Yorubas. When Yoruba rule finish, they will give it back to Hausa. Why? What is really going on? For me, I think that this Islamic agenda is at its final stage. Because it's like when you look at Mahmoud Yakubu's countenance of coming on air and telling people that this time is going to be real, it's going to be real time. They just tell you things and they do something differently. Why is it that they want APC at all costs in Imo State, APC at all costs in Anambra State, APC at all costs in Bayelsa State? Imagine APC in Anambra State. Why is it that they want? See, the first idea is to create a one-party state. That's just it. A one-party state. Once you have a one-party state, then, you see, when we say the country is going to be Islamized, it's not that they are going to force you to buy mat and force you to go to mosque. It's just that critical places like the Supreme Court, the executive, the central bank, the EFCC, no Christian will ever head those places. It will only be manned by Muslims. And watch what is going on. Who is heading the executive? Who is heading the judiciary? Who is heading? Just watch. That's where we are going. It is either you are a Muslim or a Yoruba man. To me, I feel that there was an agreement between Buhari, the Fulanis, and the Yorubas that, okay, we have done our bit for 8 years by repositioning Nigeria to benefit the Fulanis. Now, we couldn't achieve this without your help, the Yoruba man, Tinubu. Okay, now, you have your own 8 years and also do your own. When you finish, bring it back to us. Now, I feel sorry for those of South and Southeast when we keep fighting our petty difference. You are Igbo, you are not Igbo. This agenda is on. And those of the Middle Belt, and partly those from the Northeast. If we want to settle down and believe that these two regions should manipulate us and become our new colonial masters, it's in your choice. It's in you. What do? We have to stop this greater agenda that positions some people to think that they are now our masters and lord, and therefore we must act and work according to their bidding. I've said my bit. I may be wrong. It may just be a figment of my imagination, but hey, there's no harm in asking questions. You too can ask your questions. My name is Magnus Soraka, and I say please follow this page and share this post.
Calling for Abure. Is it to resign or to step down or to go away? But many would argue that Abure is seen as the general who led the battle. And he led during the trials of, without knowing that Peter Obi would join the party, and Peter Obi joined, and they, got 6 million votes and won Abia State. So you want that general to step down.
Now, let me say, this is clearly interesting. As you and I talk, Labour Party inherited a monstrous movement called the Obedient Movement. As you and I talk, in April, May 2022, 90% of Nigerians did not and never heard the name called Julius Abure. It was the Obedient Movement and the persona of Peter Gregory that brought the Labour Party to the fore. And that was why, at some point, a certain statement was credited to Alex Otti when he said that he won the election in Abia State because he had worked so hard for so long to become the candidate to beat. And he tried to make people understand that he wasn't disparaging or demeaning the movement that Peter Gregory became. What is important here is that if we must speak dispassionately, the Obedient Movement was a force of Labour Party. And that Obedient Movement is asking for a Labour Party that is effective, efficient, and effectual. That Obedient Movement is saying that we're disappointed with what happened during the off-season elections. We're disappointed with what happened in the Imo State primaries that produced a candidate that wasn't so much of the color of the movement. What the Obedient Movement is saying is that the Labour Party did not support its candidates effectively in Bayelsa and in Kogi State. And what the Obedient Movement is saying is that in the next off-cycle election, which is the Edo State election, and Edo arguably is the most obedient state, we want Labour Party primaries that will be extremely transparent, free, fair, and credible. And we want to produce a candidate who can win Edo State for the Labour Party. And I say, without equivocation, that Julius Abure has done his bit. Labour Party going forward does not demand, deserve, or want a transactional leader. And I'm saying this without doubt or equivocation. Abure has done his bit. The time to go is now.
Sorry, you've mentioned this, you used this word a little short time that I've been with you here. Transactional leadership. Are you insinuating that the Labour Party so far has been a transactional, or rather has offered the Labour Party faithfuls a transactional leadership?
Very clearly so. The witch cried last night, the child dies this morning. We know the story about what happened in Imo State during the primaries. We have information and data, which of course was confirmed a few days ago by the gubernatorial candidate of the party in Bayelsa State, where clearly on national TV said that 100 million was released to the Labour Party leadership in Bayelsa State, and allegedly 50 million was sent to the national. We have several such lamentations and several such figures. And clearly you ask yourself, why is it taking so long for the national leadership of Labour Party to stand up to several challenges? We have a government that has failed to start up correctly and appropriately. And the Labour Party is not speaking up strongly against the borrowings of the present administration. The Labour Party is not rising up effectively and efficiently against the policy misdirections and false power of government. Remember how many times the price of fuel has been increased. Remember how tragic electoral process has become. Remember, clearly before us, we bought under this administration fuel at different prices, and Labour Party is not standing up to make strong statements pro the people, pro the masses of our country, and then for a party that encapsulates the aspirations of the people, we want a Labour Party that rises up to the challenge, and clearly and without doubts Julius Abure cannot play that role.
Now,
Clearly and without doubt, the obedient movement and the leaders of the party are looking for a Labour Party that would stand up for the masses of our people. And that's why we're saying that it is time up for Julius Abure.
staying on this topic, what is your message to the obedience?
There's hope in the horizon. They've stayed the course. Interestingly, the obedient movement remains the most committed movement that is saying that things can be done better. And interestingly, we have a lot of them working with us and ensuring that we have a new Labour Party. We're pushing the ropes. So many of us have joined the Labour Party. I have my membership card. You want it on screen? I can show you on screen. And we're saying that obedience should come take over the party. Clearly, some of them have said that most of the obedience are not members of Labour Party. This is my card. I'm a member of Labour Party, and so many obedience have joined the Labour Party. We're looking at how we can use the Labour movement and the party as a credible way to ensuring that we have a government that is responsible to the people, to ensure that we play the role of a very credible opposition, and to ensure that come 2027, we're able to win elections and reposition our country for greatness. That's what we're talking about.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us, my people. How you guys doing today? Today is Thursday, 16th November 2023. We are back here again, my people. We'll continue to talk about the things that's affecting you and I, even though we know that some Nigerians are very, very disappointed at this particular moment. They have stayed out of media. They've stayed out talking about Nigeria and all that. Yeah, but many of us cannot, because this is our job. This is what we talk about. This is what we study. We love our country. We want it to work. If you stayed out, I stay out, others stays out. Nobody's going to talk about this. Remember, today, Tinubu is begging. He's begging the media to portray Nigeria positively so that the country can attract investors. In case you're not aware, for some of you that have been saying, you talk too much, we talk too much, Tinubu is begging for media. He's not talking about mainstream media, because mainstream media cannot talk negatively about the government. You know that. They are talking to social media like you and I, to stop talking negatively about the country so that the country can attract investors. You know what that means? It means that there's something that they have been doing, that you are not aware of, but they have been turned down so many times for these reasons. We are coming back there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Good evening to you, mommy diaspora, mommy, the mother of all. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for all you do. Thank you very much, Madam Rita. I can see you right there. Thank you so much, my people. Madam Bella Naomi, thank you so much. Evie Jack, thank you. Constance, thank you very much. Adela Jack, I can see you all right there. Thank you very much for joining us. Madam Amen Bright, thank you very much. Don Faye, I can see you as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, God will bless all of you. Now, Grace, continue. Eva Line, thank you very much, my people. Samson Omoriyi, and many others that I've already showcased on the screen. I would like us to move on right now, my people. Rosie Ayosh, thank you very much. I can see you right there as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Charity Kuku, thank you very much, my people. Ebuka, John Oga, and many others. My people, press on the like button and help us to share. I'm going to post out a link right now. We have a lot to talk about today. If you know you have interest to join us on this broadcast, please click on it and join us. We're only going to spend 3 hours today. Press on the link that I just posted right now, and let's take it from here. Okay, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, Nosakare, for the super chat. I really do appreciate you. You know, I noticed that people don't super chat me anymore. I don't know what happened. Whether they're the verse as the verse for Mahmoud Yakubu, they're the verse for me myself, I don't know. But anybody who super chat me this time means that they mean well for me, or they have me, you know, in their hearts. I don't know, but I'm still here. I'm still here. Super chat or no super chat, we are here. Don't worry, we are going to be here every day. But I want you all to understand that I appreciate every one of you that have previously, currently, or prospectively supporting me or going to support me. I appreciate you all. Don't give up on your country, and don't give up in terms of encouraging on us on what we are doing here. You know, for me, I don't know what the verse. A lot of people they verse right now. I actually talked to somebody as well, you know, was lamenting they can't take this anymore. I hate Nigeria forever. Mr. Chooks, I don't see you, sir. I'll accept you guys soon. You know, I hate Nigeria. I will never have anything to do with Nigeria anymore, blah, 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 and all that. But I have to encourage this person that no, you know, life should be like that. Thank you very much, Madam Bella Naomi. May God bless you. Thank you so much. I said, no, listen, guys, we can't. It's just like the previous video that I played at the beginning of this broadcast, asking some of those guys there, those Tinubu supporters, that if you have to come to this life in a game, if there's anything like that, would you like to come as a Nigerian again? They say, yeah, one of them say yes. For me, I will tell you yes. If you ask me if I have to come back to this life again, if there's anything like that, I will still want to be a Nigerian. Of course, I want to be a Nigerian. Of course. What do you want me to be? Might be Oibo, or me might be Jamaican, or might be Kenya, or Zimbabwe. No, God forbid. I love my country. The problem that we have is a bad leader. But you and I need to talk and talk and talk and do something so that we can take them out of there. You see, Tinubu is begging you not to stop talking. Why you they tell us, say, don't talk? You see, that's why it works, because you're talking, foreigners are listening to you. You're not aware. Okay, because they don't comment, right? Foreigners are on social media, they are everywhere. Because they don't comment, they are there. What is happening in Nigeria, the whole world is seeing it. They are hearing it. And it's affecting, you know, the moves for investors to come to our country right now. Thank you very much, my people. I'd like to quickly accept the people right here that is with me. Madam Nena, I don't see you already. Black Panther, I don't see you already. Thank you very much, Madam Patricia Tag with you, and every one of you right there. I don't see all of now. We did the screen right now. So I'd like to start accepting people in right away so we can take it from here. Guys, please help us to press on the like button, please. I never check on because of time, but I'll check it shortly so that at least let people know what we all are talking about here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, my wonderful people. I can see more people just joining us right now. May God bless every one of you. Thank you. Please help us to press on that like button. Okay, let's take it from here. The reason why I have to come in right now, because the other videos that I need to play or other articles that I need to showcase, I need to analyze it. That's why I'm here. You know, other videos that I played, the previous video that I've already played, you understand it, you know where it was a straightforward video, but these are not straightforward videos. The interview that Oshiomhole granted yesterday, we are going to be talking about it. That interview, many of you might not get it because some of you might have watched it already. You know, so many videos that carry on here. Some of them don't watch them already, but some of them just watch them. You know, maybe in your understanding is just how Oshiomhole was there and he talked about the NSC and that's it. Why, if we watch them, you get what they see for inside, we'll come bring them, we'll come show you. In some cases, we do extra research to back it up. So we are going to be listening to what do you call him? The former governor of Edo State, Comrade Adams Oshiomhole right now. You know, And when it gets to when Sheung asks him some very, very crucial question, I will come in. We'll take it from there. Thank you very much, Guy Awanlele, for the super chat. May God bless you. I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you that is supporting us, that is sharing our video, that is supporting us financially, that is liking our video, that is joining our panel, joining our comment section, calling into the show. Anyhow, you are doing everything possible for this channel to continue to go on and do what we're doing here. May God bless you all. Thank you very much, my people. Okay, let's listen to what Oshiomhole have to say here. Then we'll take it from here. God bless you all.
To the employer evolved. You cannot ask workers in Lagos who have no problem with their governor to disrupt services in Lagos. Workers in Rivers who have no problem with their governor to disrupt services. The basis of solidarity, everybody knows this, is elementary principle in trade unionism. But where an employer has erred and workers are determined to fight him, they will be given the support to fight. It is when they are overwhelmed and the employer is not responding that you call for solidarity action. So, nationwide strike is not a tea party because those involved in it are not doing it out of fun. Because those who will even suffer more are very ordinary people. So when you do it because you have been pushed to the wall.
Comrade,
let me be clear. Yeah. Whereas I condemn in strong terms whoever is responsible for the attack on the person of the president of the NLC, I do not think that that in itself is enough, given the other problems that are pending that I believe NLC has not addressed. I do not think that you should flood the whole country at once on general strike. General strike is not a tea party. The issue must be to go on general strike in the first system must be that the issues in dispute are national in nature. If it is about solidarity, the person with whom you are showing sympathy must first be allowed to fight for his right.
Let me jump in quickly,
yes.
Comrade. There are those who will say, historically speaking, there was an incident that happened in Edo State when you were governor, where the NSC chairman in Edo's chapter was beaten up. And in that sense, I'll remember, I'll pick up his name. But the question now
not his name, by who?
I don't know. I can't remember those. But I
you
remember.
have to get the facts, so you don't go and feed the public with
no.
fake news.
Was it true that someone was
not true?
NSC chairman?
Not true.
I will get the facts.
Let me give you a story. When NSC went on strike,
can I land on my question?
No. Because if you make damaging the allegation of that backup, this is not a social media. This is a very reputable media.
Okay, guys, you see what happened here? Sheung was trying to take Oshiomhole back to history. What happened when he was the governor of Edo State? You know, how NSC president was beaten to stupor. You know, but Oshiomhole was doing everything possible to stop Sheung not to talk about it at all. Okay? Don't worry, we've done our research. We're going to be bringing all of them here after here. See how he tried everything possible. Because these same satanic people are the one, you see, he's standing right now to make sure, although the same satanic NSC and TUC, they have withdrawn their strike. I told you guys that these people cannot be trusted. I told you guys, whenever they have executive meetings, secret meeting in secrecy or whatever they are having their meeting, they come back to us again and tell us, make we go sleep. They don't have anything. They don't care about us. So, Oshiomhole did everything to stop Sheung from talking about this particular issue that happened in Edo State when he was the governor of the states. But Sheung, I respect him here, he insisted to talk about it. Let's take it from here. Thank you very much, my people. Please help us to press on that like button.
Let me jump in quickly,
yes.
Comrade. There are those who will say, historically speaking, there was an incident that happened in Edo State when you were governor, where the NSC chairman in Edo's chapter was beaten up. And in that sense, I'll remember, I'll pick up his name. But the question now
not his name, by who?
I don't know. I can't remember those. But I
No, you
remember
have to get the facts, so
what,
you don't go and feed the public with
no,
fake news.
was it true that someone was
Not true.
NSC chairman?
Not true.
I will get the
In
facts.
fact, let me give you a story.
let
When
me-
NSC went on
Can I
strike,
land on my question?
no,
Comrade.
because if you make damaging the allegation,
Comrade,
they've got back up. This is
get
not
my-
a social media. This is a very reputable media with more than 1 billion viewers, right? When NSC went on strike on one occasion over, I think it was fuel issue. It wasn't really a state government issue.
How on earth a moderator has something to say? You stopped him, then you started saying the thing on your own, even when the moderator the anchor have not landed. Just look what is happening here. It now look like between Sheung and Oshiomhole, we are not even sure who was the one moderating the show, especially when this question came on. Listen.
Own special assistant, Olaito, who I took with me from Edo from Abuja Labor Office, NSA office to Edo. He told me he's going to join the strike, and I asked him, go ahead and join the strike. If I wasn't the governor, I will join the strike. And he went on strike. Nobody beat up anybody in Edo because he was on strike.
I'll get the name
The
of
right to strike is legitimate.
but
that does not mean that you don't exercise
let me land
There
on
are
that.
procedures.
Watch how Oshiomhole is going to do everything to stop this man from talking, but he insisted.
Let me land on
Guided
my
by
question,
norms, customs, as well as law.
Let me land on my question.
Yes.
And the question I'd like to ask you is this. The NLC president was beaten up, and the Labour came out to say, this has happened. Federal government intervened. The police intervened. And they gave the time to which the federal government should have intervened or to coming into the matter. That did not happen before they now went on. They gave a warning. What do you think that could have happened when the Labour force came out?
What I think should have happened is this. It is not for nothing that you have what we call state councils of the NLC and state councils of the TUC. So when local issues happen in a state, the workers in those states can deal with it. It is in the course of dealing with it, if they appear to be overwhelmed, and after some period of time it appears the government is not responding, then you call for external assistance. You don't jump in the first instance, because you understand that labor is not a business to wreck the national economy. So to plot the whole country on strike, the issues must be such that there is no other way to deal with it. When I was NSC president, we went to supervise a strike in a state and limit it to that strike. In fact, that is what makes it attractive. But you governor or you state government that has elected not to do what your workers expected you to do, or meet your obligation to the workers, we have asked the workers have resolved to fight you. We put other workers on alert, watching how you respond to that. It is only, please get my point, the use of the word solidarity means the person who is first involved, those involved at the scene of the incident, the Imo workers, if they are convinced that
Make una listen. Oshiomhole have driven away, right, from Edo State straight to Imo again. He was trying everything to confuse Sheung. He doesn't want Sheung to talk about that issue in Edo State. The name of the person shouldn't be mentioned. He never wanted that. But watch what is going to happen.
this requires a strike action. They will meet in Imo State and take that decision and communicate it to the headquarters that we are going to go on strike because our president came here in our interest and he was brutalized. But the point I'm making, I think you need to, this is very important. This is very important. It is not on every...
Other thing that I want you guys to understand from Arise and channels, when their guest is on right there on the studio, you know these guys work with time. They are not, the video they are not doing it primarily because of YouTube. They are doing it primarily because of the mainstream. Mainstream means they are streaming live from Nigeria. So people are watching television, watching them. So there is time limit that you can spend on one particular interview. Okay? So before they comes in, they've agreed that this interview is going to be 22 minutes. The best they can do will be 23. Now, if you check what Oshiomhole is doing right now, because if you listen, if you noticed, whenever Arise or channels, their life in Nigeria, if you spend more time in Nigeria that much, their life in Nigeria is different from what you are watching in the once they've uploaded it on YouTube, except you follow them live as well on YouTube. All right, they work with time. But what I noticed Oshiomhole have been doing for years, and not just him, many other tricky politicians, they have a way to waste your time, especially when you ask some sensitive question. They have a way to drive around. Then they will waste all that time. Then, if you are one of those gullible anchor that doesn't know your left and right, you allow them to waste all that time. The next thing say, we are rounding up now. That is why you see that we don't normally get the answers that they thrown to this guest in most cases. This is what Oshiomhole is doing right now. Whenever Shehu want to speak, he stopped him. He continued saying things that is not even relevant to that question. But I like one thing about this particular video, because when you do something good, I say it. When you do something bad, I say it. Shehu managed to drag him back. Let's listen.
Everything that you use general strike to solve. If you have a problem with one employer, you don't put all the employers, subject to them to strike action. No, it's never done that way.
So for those who
solidarity means when we say injury to one is injury to all. The person injured.
Are you guys noticing that whenever Shehu wants to say something, Oshiomhole will continue talking? He just want to kill the time. There's a time limit. It's not like the way we are here on YouTube. When we are talking, I want to spend 3 hours. Sometimes we drag ourselves to 4 hours. It doesn't happen like that on mainstream. Let's move on.
And those around that neighborhood must first fight. And if after some time they need reinforcement, then you call on others to join. And this do not put the generous. Please understand, generous.
I understand you. If you let me put the question, comrade, so that
I saw a lot of people who don't know who are going
it's going to be a dialogue, Senator, so that I can ask a question and you can respond.
Go ahead.
There are those who will say this matter started not only a year ago, but about over 2 years ago, 2021. And this is Labour.
What is the matter?
The back and forth between the NLC and the Imo State governor. In fact, Labour had, on this particular program, the NLC president had told me on this program that it was the current governor of Kebbi State who midwife an MOU that was signed between NLC and the Imo State governor.
What were the issues?
The issue about, the issue of election were passed, but the issue about workers' wages was part of it. Pensions were part of it. There's a long list, almost about 11 items on that list as listed by the NLC. And they say that according to the NLC, that they've given the government a long rope to pull, and the government was not responding. But you said that before the solidarity could come in, it could have come when the government involved is not responding, or the employer involved is not responding. 2021 and now, don't you think it's a long rope to pull?
I'm not sure of your dates, but let me say this. My pain, which I spoke to yesterday, is that under the watch of the Nigeria Labour Congress, I will excuse TUC from this because the TUC does not cover junior workers who are on minimum wage. As we speak, Shehu, the issue of legal minimum wage is justiciable. Yet, in NSC public address on May Day, many states are not paying the minimum wage that is not even able to take anybody home. Number two,
the reason why I'm not going to forward this video at this time, remember when Shehu brought the issue from Edo State, how Oshiomhole and his government beat up NSC president. Oshiomhole tried to stop him, right? But Shehu did not remember the name of the then NSC president. Okay, Guys, I want you guys to notice at this moment, Seun thrown question to him now. While Oshiomhole is answering this question, Seun was doing more research to get the fact right. Watch how Seun will come back with full force. Listen.
We speak after a series of threats to go on strike or not go on strike under this government that is about nearly 5 months old, beginning with the first ultimatum issued by the NLC under Aguero's leadership. Finally, agreement has been reached to pay 35,000 naira added to everybody across the board, which means effectively, even though it doesn't yet have the force of law, but it's an agreement. That agreement is enforceable in our industrial courts. That government has committed itself to paying additional 35,000. What that means is that the actual minimum wage now should not be less than 65,000 if you add 35 plus 30. And as we speak, across the 36 states of Nigeria, state governments, local governments.
My people, at this time, Oshiomhole thinks say Seun don't forget that issue of Edo State. Because now Seun deliberately give am this question, may he for do research how it happened and the name of the person. But Oshiomhole, you they talk for you and I say very soon go say we don't close. If he says Seun don't forget that area. Let's move on.
Governments and even many private employers are still paying people below this 35,000 minimum wage. So if you have mobilized a general strike, asking both public and private sector to join in a struggle against hardship arising from the withdrawal of subsidy, I'm saying in terms of priority, people's lifestyle have been brutalized. Many people can't simply, their take-home pay can't physically take them home.
Make una help me ask Oshiomhole who brutalized the lives of the people in Nigeria. Make una ask them. These same people will be talking to you. Some of us, especially the gullible ones, will be listening to them. According to him, so many lives have been brutalized. Who brutalized their lives? He's part of this government now, right? And he was part of the previous government as well. And he's talking now. Some of you will have sympathetic feelings. Oh, this man cares about us. Only if you are gullible.
Parents have been embarrassed before their children because they cannot meet their basic responsibility to their children. In my view, if you call a general nationwide strike to say any state government that failed to pay less than 65,000 naira minimum wage, that is to say, the legal minimum wage of 30,000 and the award of 35,000 extra, that we are not going to return to work until you pay us this 35,000 minimum wage, as well as the consequential increase across the board. In my view, that will have a lot of appeal to me and a lot of appeal to the most vulnerable people in our society. Now, to leave this, now, if you talk about the situation anymore, I challenge anyone to tell me that that situation is not prevailing in 1 or 2 or 3 states in the north, 1 or 2, 3 states in north central, and elsewhere. Why is it more different? Why you don't say any employer who is not paying pension? And I know for a fact that more than 50% of the states are in default. Why are you isolating Imo? Why are you not putting or make a general policy? Any state that is defaulting in payment of pension shall know no peace. It is this selective use, isolating Imo and so on. Even the last May Day speech, you can play it back. You will find the NSC president talking about Imo on a matter that I know some of the states that went through election recently, they have the same affliction. I'm just saying that to run a national organization, you must deal with national issues.
All right.
You don't reduce yourself to a local champion. He is not president of Imo workers. is president of Nigeria workers. So, and for a matter that affects workers in other states, he must be seen to.
Oshiomhole wanted to talk till the end of the broadcast. He be like saying even the suspect say, this show might come back to that issue again. God, what can I do to make sure say this man not disgrace me for national television?
Use the same frame of reference. So if we are going to go on strike because arrears are not being paid, any state that is in default of pension arrears should be grounded. If we are going to go on strike because the 35,000 that NSC negotiated, and let me tell you, Shehu.
Listen, guys, everything Oshiomhole is saying now, he has said it before. He's now repeating himself. Like I said, he's buying time. Henceforth, guys, whenever you're watching Rise on live or you are watching channels, watch out this expo why you're giving us so to see how they take the buy time. Whenever Cheun say, all right, never, this man no one saying want start another episode now, just watch.
Because these are the things that are missing. If it is about federal government workers alone, the appropriate union to negotiate with is not the NLC. The appropriate union to negotiate with would be Nigeria Civil Service Union. They have Council 1, 2, and 3 that cover both the civil service and the public service. Now, NLC can only go into a negotiation when the matter has to do with states and private sector employers, because NLC is an umbrella organization. So you cannot use the name of Nigeria workers in both private and public sector, states and local government, to threaten a strike or to embark on a strike. And in the end, you have an agreement. And in that, present at that meeting were some state governors representing Governors Forum. And as we speak, I have not heard anybody in the NSC insisting that 35,000, that it has to be implemented within X number of days. If it is not implemented, because the worker can't continue to starve, we will have to react to it. That is the kind of thing that will appeal to me.
I wanted to. So when you
I'm just saying that.
Okay, guys, Shehu is back. Normally, on a normal day, Shehu shouldn't have allowed Oshiomhole to talk for this long. Now, Shehu me blame for you because he not do his research or find this before this show. I believe said it's something just enter his brain and he asked that question then, but he was not having any details about it. So during the time Oshiomhole don't take the talk since, my people, Shehu was doing research and Oshiomhole suspect something. Then he continued to repeat wait he don't talk. Now Shehu don't come back. Make una listen.
A leader.
Yeah, when you were talking about your own incident with the DSS,
yes,
and the reference I was trying to make, because I remember vividly what happened that time, because it was reported at the time, and I was making reference to the case. I remember his name now, Emmanuel Ademokun, who was the NLC chairman in Edo State at the time. In December,
now see, now more they give us credit to. Not say now he come to say now I remember the name now. Because it was working. We know how this thing they work. We go give you question, maybe they answer. Why would they do our research? Now say, now the war why you start, the war won't start now. Make una watch.
Of 2013, who said, according to him, quote, I was beaten to stupor. And the allegations was that he was beaten by thugs sent by the state government. That was when you were governor. And I was going to ask you, no, just a moment. If I'm allowed.
He's going to do everything to stop Shehu now. In fact, make una look at body language. Listen, let me take it back a little bit.
Beaten by thugs sent by the state government. That was when you were governor. And I was going to ask you, no, just a moment. If I'm allowed on my question.
No, you can't lie on the question. No, you can't lie on the question. Produce the evidence.
It's been reported. It's been reported here.
No.
Emmanuel Ademokun alleged.
What was the response of the state government?
The Emmanuel Ademokun at the time alleged that thugs beat him up to stupor, and he alleged that the thugs were sponsored by the state government. There.
What was the state government response?
So the question I'm asking
No,
hold on.
What was the response
hold on, comrade, if you allow me to put the question. No, let me
it's not true.
Let me put the question, sir. Would you allow me?
I will.
All right. So the situation, just a moment, if you allow me to put the question, and I'm making reference to what happened when you were governor.
It's not true.
Would you allow me to
You
put a
don't make
question?
allegations that are not true on the national.
How can no? Let's. I don't understand. Oshiomhole is refusing to allow Shehu to land. Let him land first. Then you now have the right to say if it's true or not. But he no one make Shehu land on that area. If he not let Shehu land, me go land because we don't do our research. We dey come there. Listen.
Television.
That was the report at the time.
It's a
Emmanuel Ademokun at the time. Do you remember him or not, sir?
Of course, I know Emmanuel Ademoloku.
Do you remember, sir, in December of 2013, that he was allegedly to have been beaten up, and he said in his own word that he was beaten to stupor. And his allegation at the time was this was orchestrated allegedly by thugs sponsored by the government. So my question is that kind of situation, how do you handle it as a governor? That's my question.
I cannot answer a false question because you are fishing in false waters. It is not true.
Is it because
Ademoloku was
is it because you are involved here? And the question
no, you are
has to do-
involved because you are peddling
because-
lies. You are peddling on truth. I'm sorry to use the word
that,
lies.
that you don't
you are
believe,
peddling on truth.
that you don't
and
agree
I challenge
because
you
it
to
happened
bridge-
on a,
because
I'm reading the story to you.
As a media who has been active, you have a station in Benin. What was the response of the state government? Because even if you, ordinary citizen, you allege that a cameraman beat you up, where they will go to the cameraman and ask you, why did you beat up Shehu? You mean that the state government kept quiet if there was such an allegation? I'm hearing it from you for the first time.
He alleged that
he
said he was beaten to stupor, and the words that I used was that he alleged that this was sponsored by thugs.
This is one lie you will not be able to get away with.
If you don't believe and I agree with that,
it is not true. You don't ever believe. You can't
what is
believe
your truth? What is your truth, comrade?
That is not true.
What is your truth?
What is my own truth? How?
Yeah. If you don't.
Now, he say, what is my, if I pause, he paused for like 1 or 2 seconds. He can't say, what is my own truth? Then he can't pause again. He won't think of what he want to talk. Okay, let's listen to his own truth.
If you say that somebody dies and I say the person didn't die, what is my truth? Is that not my responsibility?
Do you remember the incident with Emmanuel Ademokun in December, sir?
Don't diminish the power, this channel by fishing on. Talk to issues that are verifiable.
Comrade, I'm asking you a question. You don't want to agree.
I've answered you that it is not true. If you see the
if you're not going to answer,
the burden of proof is yours.
I put the date to it. I put the person involved here. But the question, the bigger question.
That makes it the correct story.
Senator, let's move on. If you're not going to answer the question, let's move on.
No, because you are lying.
I'm not lying, and I'm not. I don't lie here.
He who alleged, you have the burden of proof. That you're a journalist doesn't give you the license.
Just a moment. We'll put up on the newspapers that reported it at the time.
Okay, and you must put up the state government's response. Yeah.
And that's what I'm asking. You were saying that the government responded, and I'm asking what was the the response of your government?
I asked you what was the response.
Okay, guys, let's stop Oshiomhole. He refused to answer that question, and Shehu allowed himself to be cajoled there to move on because there's no answer. But we have the answer. You see, we get the answer. Make I carry our own answer, put for screen. Make we take them together. This one actually was reported. Shehu said between December or so, Shehu research was not standard. You know why? Because he did not prepare. Yes, because I know Shehu, if maybe he prepare, come. If he pass everything to Oshiomhole there, boza. But he could not. He was doing research at the same time, listening to Oshiomhole to speak and all that. But let me pass this and hear the person talking on this article right here. Nairaland, all of you know Nairaland. Nairaland was the biggest, one of the biggest and the most influential platform that came out even before all these many other mainstream medias. Okay, we have it here on Nairaland. Let me read this for you. Okay, on the headline, NLC TUC strike in Edos goes violent as thugs attack labor leaders, politics, Nairaland. Then let's listen here. Adibe, Emeyunu, the strike embarked upon by the Edo State Council of the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC and the Trade Union Congress TUC went violent yesterday as the state chairman of the NLC, Mr. Emmanuel Ademokun, was beaten to Stupo by thugs allegedly sponsored the states by the state governments. Okay. The state chapter of the NHC and TUC on Monday embarked on an indefinite strike over unpaid allowances by the state government. It was gathered that the workers who were trying to enforce the strike at the Palm House Secretariat Complex located along Sapler Road, Benin City, were ambushed by thugs and beaten up. Following the attack, some of the victims, including Ademokun, sustained head injuries inflicted on them by the thugs. Speaking on the incident, Ademokun, who expressed surprise over the actions of the thugs, whom said he said got order to attack them from a top government official, told journalists that the use of thugs by government or its agent will not deter labor from fighting for what belongs to them. Unquote. The same Ademoku way Oshiomhole government beat to Stupo that time. Now they talk so, unquote. We were out this morning after holding meeting with our workers on the progress we have made so far on the issue of salary relatively, and we went to Palm House to monitor compliance when Olaye's boys swam on us like beans, beating my members, shooting sporadically into the air, even as some persons in the police uniform shot tear gas at us. It continued, unquote. As I speak with you, some of my members who were seriously injured were taking treatment at some hospital pharmacies. You can see my swollen head. We watch helplessly as lawyers, PS, Ministry of Environment and Public Utilities gave directives to the boys to continue to disrupt us, even when I told them that we came for peace, not to fight, he said. Reacting to the NSC chairman allegation, Permanent Secretary State Ministry, Major Lawrence Loye, retired, who said he holding a meeting with some government officials at the time the labor leaders arrived, explained that the labor leaders were throwing stones on offices at complex in a bid to force workers, and action, he said, was against labor law. He said following their violent approach, members of the state task force on environment who were at the scene intervened to make peace, but the labor leaders attacked them, forcing the task force members to retaliate. You see, now the government, Oshiomhole's government, responded that it was labor union that started the attack first. What we were expecting from Oshiomhole just now is to tell the world that, yes, I'm aware of this incident, but Sheung, this is how it happens, this is what happened, and all that. But it was just stopping Sheung completely not to say anything at all. You see, the same Oshiomhole that some of you don't even know did so many things, atrocities in Edo State. He is still the same man that were accused of 30 billion water storm project fraud. It's the same Oshiomhole that you will watch on this video. Watch this.
Stupid man now. What are you? My friend, When your husband died, you want to keep people on the road?
Okay, that was Oshiomhole telling a widow after the woman responded to him that I'm a widow. Oshiomhole responded by telling her, you are a widow, go and die. You are a widow, go and die. That was a statement from Oshiomhole. Although later on, after a lot of Edo people at that time raised alarm, Oshiomhole ended up calling this lady back, gifted her 2 million naira at that time. But if this video did not went viral, Oshiomhole wouldn't have called that woman back to apologize, right? This is one of the things I'm talking about. Whoever planned to take your life today, for example, maybe at the end they did not succeed. Then the person now come back to you and says, oh, please, Madam Nena, forgive me. Give us a money, please forgive me. But what about if the person succeeded? Would you have still be on this on earth to receive that apology? So, you see, these people, the reason why they go history like this, yeah, we don't have anything against any of them. We just want a better country, and we are exposing them for the world to know that they are not who they claimed or showcased to be. They are all satanic. I repeat, including the Labour Party, House of Rep, and the senators that is right there right now, all are satanic. Yes. All are satanic. That's what I'm saying. We blame the government all the time, including you that is listening to me today. How do you want us to know, even though you got the opportunity to be there, how will you, if you will do the right thing? Yes, my brother, thank you. Internet, not a lie. We go carry and come. We go carry and come. As I watched the broadcast last night, me myself, at the fire, I want to fast forward time. May 6 p.m. of the next day quickly come. But I can't tell you now the lies. Although the reason why I don't blame Sheun was not prepared. If Ofi give her all these things, he was not prepared. Now make Oshiomhole country saying smart pass Sheun. He can't talk. He can't talk round the roundabout. He can't talk. He can't talk. He no Greek can't talk finish. My people. Now so we see them. APC, they are naturally satanic. Yes, they are all satanic. Meanwhile, let's move on. There's a man called Ushe who said, during the time of the campaign, he said, hey, his name is called Ak Ushe Rochas. I don't know him. Maybe some of my Igbo brothers go know him more, and I've not heard of him before. He's called Ak Ushe Rochas. He said, hey, guys, I'm not interested and willing to do any senseless opposition to government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. All I want is a working, prosperous, and united Nigeria. If Bola P-Bat is destined, listen, if is destined by God to transform Nigeria, let him succeed. That was before all these court cases and all of them. Then he went on until PEPT says otherwise. Tinubu is my president and I am in love with his policies. He's doing the right thing that 100 Peter Obi put together cannot gather the political willpower to do. If you see the truth, say the truth. All right? That was the Ushe Rochas. Okay. Now, today, the same Ushe Rochas said this. I'm selling all my properties and I will close down all my business henceforth. I will rather have my money in US dollar than to be giving myself a mental stress, pretending to be doing business. I'm tired. I blame President Bola Tinubu because he aided Buhari to destroy Nigeria. He gave Buhari everything he needed to destroy Nigeria. And the old man didn't hesitate to ruin a prosperous nation with dreams and aspirations. These guys destroyed our country. As I talk, so the guy they found one buy a house, one buy cars, he want carry his wife and children, they want run go abroad.
I bet me service where the man property that I'm interested in it. I want to make sure that he goes bankrupt. Where is it? I'm interested. I beg. I go Google him. I'm interested. I want to buy his properties. He's an idiot.
You see, this is where we find ourselves. People who supported Tinubu, many of them are running away. Most especially the ones that have the money, they are running away from the country. But let's take this one quickly. Amoyele Sowore said, the Nigerian labor shifting is doing realignment and balancing. Akin Oshutokun, LP shifting, Peter Obi campaign DG. These guys are porting daily. Hear him. Unquote. Now, Shuteku, they want to talk. So, whatever anybody may think of Tinubu, it is unfair to say he will come after anybody. From what I know of him, he's not that kind of person. He's not a vengeful politician. That is one of his strengths. A lot of people who are with him today, including those from Lagos, have offended him in the past, are back. Whatever reservation anybody has about him, he's not that kind of person. I must also say that attitude has helped him a lot in his political career, but that's my own personal view. That's Oshitoko. Whereas when I listen to the previous video that I played just now from that Labour Party.
No, is that Oshitokun or Omoyele Sowore saying that?
No. You read it now, it's there. He said, listen to what Oshitoko have to say, unquote. Can't you see the quote there? You know, he posted it everywhere. So now he quotes Oshitokun there, although I've not found it somewhere else apart from on Twitter and everybody shared it. I brought it here. Why? The reason why I have to bring this here, because of the previous video that I played, where that Labour man, what's his name again? That's our Labour outspoken man who said that Julius Abure must go. You know, remember, there was also some breaking news that happened last week, but I didn't bring it here, but I could not ascertain the sanctity of the information that Julius Abure were paid 100 million naira and all that. But I was surprised that man mentioned it just now, and he's also angry that Abure did not address it and all that. But meanwhile, I don't know what is happening with Labour Party, but like I said, I told my principal, he wear white garments. Yes, now only he wear white garments. And 90% of the obedience there are following him because of him, not because of anybody inside the Labour Party. That's just the truth. Many of the people we can't know for inside this Labour or whatever today, I know them because of Peter Obi. So now Peter Obi will they follow. Yes, but Peter Obi wear white garment. He must be very, very, very careful for some of these people may they not rub oil put for their white garment. But meanwhile, I have this one I see for Twitter. Then they say branches of APC. This one surprised me. Oh. He said branches of APC. I don't say APC gets so many branches like this. Oh. Number one, PEPT and other election tribunals. Number two, appeal court. 3, Supreme Court. 4, INEC. So they get branches for this area. Then number 4 and number 5, NPF. Who should be NPF again? Because waiting maybe no for NPF and Nigeria Police Force. But I don't know whether
Nigerian Police Force now.
Yeah, that's
Nigerian Police Force.
Number 6, DSS. Now the same DSS, why not be that? Number 7, ROCCG. ROCCG. I sure say not be the one where we know. You're talking, yeah. Then number 8, Deeper Life. Hi, wahala. Number 9, House on the Rock. Be like say, they don't drag. 10, Covenant Christian Center. 11, Lagos Press. 12, NLC. NLC, they still be their branch. 13, TUC. 14, NTA. 15, NSCDC, feel free to add yours. I beg for comment section. If you know say APC get on other branches, apart from waiting they talk for here, so right time for comment section. Me a surprise. I think so. No, APC, I don't understand. Branches, me don't understand though, because I want to make people educate me today. I just carry and come, not because I understand what they there. I don't really understand this kind of branches they are saying, you know, what's the branches all about and all that, you know, but we'll take it from there. But meanwhile, hard times, Nigeria borrow 290 billion naira from banks in 3 months. CBN reports. Nigeria borrowed in 3 months under Tinubu 290 billion naira under 3 months. And the borrowing is still ongoing. CBN report that. All right, my people, I think that is all we have. No, that's not all. Sorry, guys. I still have an article here that I need to quickly take. You know, this article is very, very important as well, so that we can move on. Tinubu beg media to please make una stop to the talk for media. Because not be mainstream media in the beg, now you in the beg, so you when they talk, not they talk again. Tinubu begs media to portray Nigerian positively to attract investors. This one was today, yesterday, 15th, 20th of November. President Bola Tinubu government has urged Nigerians media to portray the country in a good light to attract investors to the country. Okay, they went on here. Your role as a primary source of information and keeping the public informed about economic trends is cut out for you. Timely and accurate reporting helps businesses make informed decisions, fostering a conducive environment for growth. Unquote. I urge you to provide positive media coverage that can enhance investors' confidence and attract the needed investment and fuel economic development in our country. The media's role in portraying a favorable business environment contributes to the stability of financial markets, said Mr. Tinubu. Okay, now you're talking about yourself. Can you imagine? They went on, you know, which I don't really want to take. They talk about the unfortunate part of how people are trying to, you know, okay, these guys are trying to attack me right now. Guys, I'm seeing some attack right here. Let me go on a quick break so that I can stabilize this one quickly. Bear with me, my people. They are trying to stop me from talking, you know. Tinubu Seme could not talk again, you know, and they are trying everything possible to stop us from talking. You know, but meanwhile, let's go on this quick break.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go to biza. Kama bara walo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. But I know they do competition with anybody. Forgive me, show me love, I go show you love. Kama bara walo ninu ife kan. I don't need to competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love. Kama bara walo ninu ife kan.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I guess my panelists, you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, thank you. God bless you all, my people. Thank you very much. All right, my people. Let me see. Do we still have another? Let me see if we have another. Okay, yes, we still have one more. Sorry, guys. Peter Obi message to Tinubu. Let me take that as well quickly before we move on. Sometimes, you know, when they bring something here, we'll forget all of that, especially when we have a lot to say. Peter Obi have said, remember Tinubu's government said that they inherited so much debt from Buhari, and why me personally yesterday I said that they should arrest Buhari and all his cabinet then. But Mr. Peter Obi don't come out now, can't talk for this matter. You know, Peter Obi, as you all can see from the headline, right, that disclose what you inherited from Buhari. Obi tackles federal government over bankruptcy claims. So let's listen to what our principal have to say. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party LP in the 2023 presidential election, Mr. Peter Obi, has asked the federal government to disclose the asset and deficit the President Bola Tinubu government inherited from the past administration of ex-President Muhammadu Buhari. Then here we continue in a series of posts on X, formerly known as Twitter, on Thursday, which is today. Obi, a former governor of Anambra State, said Nigerians deserve to know and that governance is about transparency and strict accountability. The National Security Advisor Nuru Ribadu on Monday had reportedly lamented that the Tinubu's administration inherited a bankrupt country from the Buhari's administration. Then it went on. Also, Tinubu on Monday in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, had said that his administration inherited serious liabilities, but also assets from his predecessors. Reacting, Obi said officials of the Tinubu's government must disclose what they inherited, which had qualified us for bankruptcy status. So let's listen to what Mr. Peter Obi have to say here. Bear with me, my people. Let me deal with this advert here. Is a distraction. Okay, unquote. One major characteristic of responsible governance is transparency and strict accountability. This demands that the government disclose exactly the degree of deficit they inherited. What is inherited should be disclosed to enable the public to know where we are and where we are heading. Obi said the previous APC government made a similar claim in 2015 against the previous administration. Rather, they took our debt profile from 12.6 trillion in 2015 to 87 trillion in 2023, the same APC. When they left office without improving on any indices of development, education, health, poverty, eradication, and security. Instead, the condition of the nation on every development index got worse, leading to the present and state. Nigerians know things are bad, and they experience it daily. What they now want to hear regularly are measurable and verifiable steps to improve the situation. That is Mr. Peter Obi, you know, talking right there today. It did Twitter, but I did like make a carry come through article. For anybody that want to doubt that this one is from our channels, but it did Peter Obi war for X right there. But meanwhile, do I still have anyone? Yeah, I get another one again. Make another verse, my people. These are very, very important things that I need to, you know, showcase here. If maybe you know the important, I for you say, okay, make I find the one where I go skip. But I believe this is the last one because now Atiku is calling for LP, Labour Party, and Kwankwaso for them to merge together to fight Tinubu out of office. But according to what we are getting here, that LP, which is Labour Party, have welcomed, you know, they have considered the call of Atiku. I don't know how true this is until Labour Party actually come out to talk. But this is coming from Punch. Punch supposed to be a verifiable mainstream media, right? So, but meanwhile, I'll take it the way it is. That's what we do here. We bring it here. Before you attack us, go to the primary source. But meanwhile, let's take it here. As you can see, LP welcome Atiku's merger proposal and NNPP gives condition. Let's see the condition and let's see what the LP have to say. So according to what we have here, so many distractions here, my people. Let me remove all these distractions, please. Sorry. That make me to read from especially Punch and Vanguard. Now headache, big headache. Where do I even start from now? See, another one does come again. Wahala. Okay, let me take you like this. The Labour Party has described the 2023 presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, Atiku's Abubakar merger proposal as good proposal that should be considered. But the new Nigeria People's Party said it could only accept the proposal if Atiku would support a former governor of Kano State, Rabiu Kwankwaso, to wrest power from the ruling All Progressive Congress in 2027. Mona, they listen to all this satanic measure whether they think so. Mona, you get out of mind. Kwankwaso want to be president in case any measure happen. Kwankwaso want to be president. So I don't know where Atiku want to be. I don't know where they want to put Peter Obi. According to the one I already read now. But meanwhile, let's move on. The major opposition parties were reacting to the call of by Atiku on Tuesday that opposition parties should enter a measure to dislodge the APC from power. The Punch report that Atiku made the major proposition while hosting the National Executive Committee of the Inter-Party Advisory Council of Nigeria. So let's move on. The former vice president warned against the likelihood of Nigeria slipping into a one-party state. He said, unquote, "We have all seen how the APC is increasingly turning Nigeria into a dictatorship of one party. If we don't come together to challenge what the ruling party is trying to create, our democracy will suffer for it. And the consequences of it will affect the generations yet unborn." Now, Atiku Daire talk so. In an exclusive interview with the Punch on Wednesday, the acting National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party, Obiora Efo, described Atiku's call as a good proposition that should be considered by every Nigerian. Then they went on. Efo said, unquote, "Atiku's call is a proposition and every Nigerian will consider a good proposition that is meant to remove the octopus in power because they are not Democrats." It went on. Every Nigerian is interested in having a true democracy. What we have now is far away from democracy. So if there is a proposition by opposition element to ensure that democracy is installed, why not? That proposition must be given a good thought. Anything that will make Nigerians witness democracy is accepted. Now, I don't know that person shower where they talk so, they turn an A4, but some people go no. Like I talked about before, it's not because of Peter Obi. Many people with all these people will not know them before. And apart from that, I'm not a member of any political party. So it's not compulsory I must know them. But let's move on. But the NNPP described Atiku's call as emotional and medicine after death. The party's National Publicity Secretary, Yakubu Shendam, said any measure being considered must be to support Kwankwaso to become president. Otherwise, the NNPP was not interested. Shadam said, unquote, "This is like medicine after death. If there is any future collaboration, it should not be as a result of emotions. We are going all along because we have a gladiator who has the capacity to take over Nigeria. We believe that there is a need to canvass for support from people to win the election from all sides. However, we believe that single-handedly, Kwankwaso can deliver Nigeria in 2027. But that doesn't mean that we are not looking for players like Atiku to join our party if there is going to be a measure. It should be with the NNPP because Atiku is now retiring, so it should support Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso. Then he went on, we don't want to join forces with the people who are under emotions, but we are comfortable as a party having a person like Rabiu Kwankwaso as our national leader. We are calling on Atiku as an elder brother to close ranks with Kwankwaso if he wants to be relevant in 2027. Meanwhile, the ruling APC said it was not moved or threatened by Atiku's call for opposition parties to close rank against the ruling party. The APC publicity director, Bala Ibrahim, said, unquote, how and why should we be threatened? Atiku has been trashed in the court and trashed in the public opinion. In what way does Atiku and his party have the wherewithal to install threats in the mind of the party in power? The PDP, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is inconsequential. Atiku and PDP do not have the power to install fear in the ruling party, especially a party that is progressive. That is it, my people. That is all. Finally, that is all I have for every one of you today in terms of my presentation. Our job not too easy like that. Some of them, they're looking from outside, say, easy, no, you're too easy like that. But meanwhile, make I go find water, drink. I appreciate every one of you. And God, I go bless you now. But I'd like to give the opportunity for my people to start talking. Let's hear from others rather than me, you're the talk. Although everything that I showcased today, I presented to you today, all of them, I not fit to remove one. If not for remove one, not fit. All of them means a lot. So let's hear from the people on the panel. The first person that we have here today with us is Frank Emmanuel. Mr. Frank Emmanuel, it's good to have you here with us again, once again. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening to you. Please, I'd like you to talk to us. Guys, thank you very much for your time with us. Thank you. Please press on the like button and help us to share. Please press on the $sign, support what we are doing here. And God bless every one of you.
Mr. Evix, good morning, good afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
What a privilege for me to be number one today. I don't know how I take rig the election. I be all the riggers, have they gone on vacation?
No, the best way they ring down before now give us a
mandate, exactly.
So you know, ring down again.
No, there's nothing about rigging here. It's about being punctual. So don't talk about rigging. So you guys are the one that rigs the election.
No,
you guys are learning from Mahmoud. So
for the very first time,
it's being punctual. Give us that money is always punctual.
That's
you come quick today. So prefect no flog you rather than go give you sugarcane. Give us sugarcane, I beg.
Okay.
Pito.
I just leave una, make una just come in first. I don't they happy.
No,
we go to come and go to court. Go to court. I will deal with you in court.
That's where they pass window, they enter house, still they talk.
You don't say pass window. Nigeria and Matana not be pass window enter. Yeah, they never break the door.
You the left for Tinubu now. You the left for Tinubu.
Exactly.
They don't break the door. They put
you the left from Tinubu
for them now.
Door. You the left from Tinubu.
Everybody they say jump through the window.
I bet make we hear from F. Emmanuel. Talk to us. Thank you.
All right.
Sorry, Mr. Elvis. Before F. Emmanuel, before you speak, the first aim come today. Maybe now 8 minutes. I beg. Give 16 minutes. I beg. So I go hug the microphone.
No, you know, if they talk that much like that, 8 minutes is good. But if there's need to, why not?
At least, Mr. Abby, you know, they talk too much. I will be Black Panther. I will be give us a mandate, and they talk my own straight to the point and give space. Abby.
Exactly.
Anyway,
do your own. Make I do my own.
Anyway, thank you again for the opportunity to speak. I greet each and every one of you in the panel. Mr. Chooks Obuboeze, you know, Madam Nena, Black Panther, Patricia, Murphy Bay. That is our new mandate anyway. Then Mr. Jonathan and my big brother, Mr. Elvix. I greet every one of you for the opportunity to speak. Among your list you sent about those other branches of APC, you didn't include One Man Went to Moon. That one is another branch of APC. You didn't also include the MC Oluomo. That is also another branch of APC. We also have TVC, where Babajide Otitoju usually present. All these are branches of APC. We have a lot more that we cannot even enlist here on the, on the show. Anyway, that's by the side. First of all, the situation back home right now, I think everybody is crying, both the rich, the poor, the middle class, everybody has come to a level playing ground. So at this point is the main time to begin to speak the truth, speak democracy, speak the right thing to the powers that be. Because right now, there's no more rigging. Nothing to rig again. Everything has been rigged. So now it's time to work. Let's see the dividends of democracy. That's what Nigerians are clamoring for at this point in time. It's no longer election or no election or party or no party. Now, the power has been grabbed, the power has been snatched, and has been run with. So at this point now, what we want to see now, what he said in Chatham House, that he is a professor on how to arrange teamship. So we want to see the teamship, at this point in time. So all those delegations he did in Chatham House on, answering questions and all that, this is the time to perform. The result is what we want to see. No longer too much talking, no longer passing blame to previous administration. The time is the ball is on your court. Before he came on board, he knew that the country is already in its ICU. But unfortunately, he went ahead and put him more in a greater ICU. So the the situation where Nigeria is right now is not even something that one that can can write home about. So wow, Oshiomhole accused of attacking the NLC in the past. The truth is that they say the evil that men do come after them or live within them. That is the power of social media, and that has given us advantage, especially in this time of democracy. Otherwise, things like this would have been swept under the carpet, and nobody will know the genesis. Nobody will know that things like this has happened before. But I thank God that it was able to come up but however, he dodged the question. For LP and NNPC and NNPP rather, and Atiku merger, well, I think for me, it's too early for them to start thinking this way. It's still very, very early. Everybody is still very injured. The wound is still very fresh. So this is not the best time to think of that. And I don't even think that it's going to happen because there's no unity. Everybody wants to be Oga. The who will now become servant. Konkoso want to be the president. Atiku also want to be president. Obi, president. It's not as if they've not attempted it before, but just because everybody wants to be the head, they are not aligning. So what makes them think that 2027 will be possible if they cannot align in this one that just passed? I know they had series of negotiation. Buba Galadima came on board and said all kind of things with respect to the merger, but at the end, it hit a dead end. So I don't think that was going to be possible because it has never been a headway before. That is that. Then for Obi demand transparency from Tinubu. Well, that is why we are here, Mr. Iris. We need to keep speaking truth to the government. We need to keep, calling them out for them to deliver democracy transparently. That's why we're here. So I don't think be saying anything different from what we're already doing on the social media and at our own best, so that is that for now. I think there is other video that you but I didn't watch it completely. That has to do with was it Shore or something? I didn't get that clearly. Maybe when I look at it again, then I'll have something to contribute on that.
No, Shore was article.
Oh, his one was article. Oh, you could the one that I was referring to DG a Labour Party, right?
Yes,
Was
yes.
it? Oh,
yes.
oh. Well, the truth is
Thank
that
you, sir.
everybody has an opinion, Sha. That's
Exactly.
just DG has done his own opinion, but that does not remove anything, does not take anything, does not change the stand, does not change what the government want, does not change what the people of Nigeria want. So everybody has his own opinion. So let's not take it too personal or too, yeah. For now, let me just rest the case for now. Maybe when I'm given opportunity again, I will still contribute. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. May God bless you. Thank you. All right, guys. Before we move on, I just see Mr. Chusobibweze draw my attention to Rufai Oseni playing my video on their channel, right? I don't know. Like you don't carry this video, Coco here. Okay, that's fine. It's a good thing, I will showcase that one right now. One moment, my people. Let me quickly appreciate Peggy Modi. Thank you very much, Peggy Modi, for his super chat. May God bless you. I really do appreciate this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I have a caller. Let me take this call. Hello. Yeah, good evening to you, Mr. Suleiman.
My name.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you, sir. Please turn down your device. We are hearing ourselves back.
All right, sorry. I'll turn it up now. Okay. Yeah, good evening to you, sir. Please. Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, you're good now. Go ahead. Talk to us.
Yeah. All right. So basically what I want to say is a big kudos to you and the team.
God bless
and
you.
your panels for
Thank
the good job you're doing. Because when they say the end justifies the means, I don't really have much to say.
Oh.
All I have to say is just to commend you guys.
Thank you.
I haven't relented because you haven't relented. You're still doing what you got to do. You're still keeping up with the pace. It's people like you, the things you do that keep us going and believing. The end justifies the mean because you're taking us to the tomorrow and the tomorrow after tomorrow. If you give up, everybody gives up. But this is the time, this is the age, and we have to push on. So I'm just going to say thank you. Irrespective of what's going on at the moment, the feelings, the opinions, the whatever news it is. But I'm happy that you in particular and others, wherever you are, you're still pushing on because that's the only way we can only change Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
That's all I
sir.
have to say today.
This means a lot to me. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. That one is coming from there. All right. The video of Dele Momodu that we posted, Rufai's channel. Is it Rufai's channel or Cheon's channel? I think this Rufai's channel. Okay, this is Rufai's channel or Cheon's channel. I don't know the difference between Rufai's channel or Cheon's channel. I'm not too sure. Mr. Chuks, can you hear me, sir? Okay, Mr. Chuks is not a vote there because he's the one that shared the video. I wanted us to listen to this, but I'll bring it back later on then. Just a reference to where Dele Momodu was telling Nigerians that if Supreme Court could not remove Tinubu, there are other avenues to remove Tinubu. So, but meanwhile, let's hear from the next person here. Mr. Chuks, obviously you are not there now, so I cannot call you right now because you're not available to speak right now. But let me go to Madam Nena for now. Madam Nena, thank you very much, Madam, for your patience. I'd like you to talk to us if you're available as well. Okay, Madam Nena, you're not available as well. Let me go to Black Panther. Black Panther,
please check the private chat. I put something there.
Okay, thank you, sir. Black Panther, if you're available, please talk to us, sir. Let's say everybody don't go sleep.
Yeah, I was asking.
I don't go sleep. Oh, I do.
If I can go
Okay,
next,
talk.
F. Emmanuel.
I did here, Oga. If you want to go next.
Okay. Black Panther,
And
make
go
I
next. No, go. Let them go next. Let's say in the
yes,
hurry.
I come back to you. Now make me I not quiz him. Okay, that's why it was getting my attention. Okay, go ahead, my brother. Talk to us. Good evening
Well,
to you.
thank you for the privilege. I mean, I didn't take this for granted. Thank you so much. Good evening to you, to the panelists, and then to everyone. I'll be quick and stepping away. So thank you very much for the videos that you shared earlier and everything. Well, I think if I may pick on all that you have here, the one with the TUC NLC. If Joe Ajero thinks that he's playing with Nigerian people, he should continue to do it. But one thing is, the evil that men does live with them. And this Adams Oshiomhole, the video that you play where he was harassing that woman cannot be wiped away from the internet. Even though he go and no matter how he can try to do it, it will not be wiped away. He's still there. He's still there. And now to that question of shame, I think I also saw that that write-up about how they beat an NLC chairman in Edo State. That means it didn't start today. The only thing is that it got worse because
exactly.
the person they beat now is the president.
Mm-hmm.
And that seat of the president actually represents an institution, represents a body. But you know, one thing that we constantly say is that if you dine with the devil, you should also be ready for the consequence, because everything has a consequence. And so, but it's only sad that is now glaring to Nigerians and then to the people that whatever Songulere touches, he dies. Whatever Tinubu and whatever he touches, dies. And so NLC, for me now, they lost everything. There's nothing. Nigerians should not just put their trust in it. There's no NLC. Forget about NLC. NLC died under Joe Ajero's regime. So if you're an NLC, if you're a Labour, we basically there are more laborers in Nigeria than you can even imagine. But it's just only sad that everything that has to do with labor, everything died under Joe Ajero. And that's the painful thing, because these guys they lack empathy, they lack dignity. It lacks dignity, it lacks empathy. But you know, the evil that men does actually lives with them. And like I said yesterday, and I'll continue to say it, it is either Nigerians buy APC or APC buy Nigerians. I'm going to say every time I come over here, it is either Nigerians buy APC or APC buy Nigerians. And I think we said it yesterday, and we make a good analogy with Black Panther. As corrupt as you may think that Baba Yabo was, because of his total agenda, there are things that PDP did that you can even say today it was PDP, these men that did this. Is it about the telecommunication? Is it about some privatization and things like that they did, paying off our debt? I was in Nigeria back then. Our debt was basically everything was paid off. Everything was paid off. Now you now saw Jonathan came in. That should have continued on that legacy. He brought some debt, and corruption under him was another level. Then now Buhari, and now you don't see this kleptomania that's going to take everything without reserving anything in the port. Now, if you now go to the point where they said that they didn't have anything in the treasury, that they made a bankrupt treasury. You met a bankrupt treasury, but you are still traveling around the world. You just bought you bought a yacht before you told your people that you bought a yacht. So how do they believe you? I don't. Nigerians do not believe whatever comes from the mouth of Tinubu and his surrogates. Do not believe it, because there are lies under their tongues. Remember, the devil is a liar and fathers of liars. So these guys, they are sons and daughters of the devil. They are satanic and demonic, evil people, wicked men. You met an empty treasury. You allocated 1.5 billion naira or dollar to the wife of to the office of a first lady that doesn't even exist in the first place. You bought cars for the senators and then a member of the House of Reps, and you met a bankrupt. You met an empty port. Now, if you met an empty port, the best thing for you to have done is to have cut down on your spendings, cut down the cost of governance. Well, you know, he wouldn't do it because, I mean, he knows how he stole from Lagos and did everything. Now, talking about the merger, for me, I don't even think that's a route you want to consider. Because if this guy if they were thinking about the merger in the first place, why didn't you merge with Peter Obi in this last election? Atiku, Peter Gregory Obi, the last time I checked, Dati Baba Ahmed, they are more younger to you. They have the knowledge, they have the skill. You should have collapsed your own structure for them. You should have done that. More so knowing fully well that it was a Fulani man that just left office. Atiku, you are stingy, you're wicked, you're selfish. Because that is what you should have done in the first place. Collapse your own structure for Peter Gregory Obi. Because the person that just left office is a Fulani man. It was a Fulani man that just left office. And so you should have collapsed your structure for Gregory Peter Obi. Now you talk about Kwang Kwanso or Kwang Kwanre talking about merger, and if they're going to merge with him, now he wants to be the leading candidate. On what ground? How many states did he even win in the last election? That means you add your state just to put people in disarray. You don't care about the people. And even to Mr. Atiku, if you really care about the people that you want to really serve, you should have gave your structure to Mr. Peter Gregory, because he is the most viable candidate above you all. But also we know that Peter Gregory won the election. Peter Gregory won the election. IRF showed it. The former SG to the government said it. Baba Chelawal said Peter Gregory won the election. Even in IRF up until today, he still showed that Peter Gregory won the election. So we're talking about collapsing structure in the coming election. For me, you should come join Peter Gregory Obi. Collapse your structure, Atiku. Collapse your structure for Peter Gregory Obi. Let him be the leading candidate. And if you watch when Oshiomhole was speaking with Sheung, you can see the impunity in his face, right? You can see the impunity in his face. That guy was basically smiling. Now, you know what? Nigeria is like, let me quote Donald Trump now. He's a shit old country. So, Sheung, whatever you're asking me now is of no value. The people don't care about it. And Peter Gregory will be now demanding for transparency from Tinubu. Well, hopefully it's transparent, but I doubt it. Tinubu is never transparent. He's not going to be transparent because he's a looter. He looted Lagos money. He stole from Lagos State. And he's still stealing from Lagos State. And he's going to continue to steal from Lagos State. And he has got that same structure to the national, even though I don't regard him as a president. He's going to continue to steal. The wife said they don't live on Nigerian money, but the ones that you even have right now belongs to Lagosians. You stole from Lagos. You guys stole from Lagosians. Remi, Werepe, Songolere, Amoda. You guys stole from Lagos State. So saying that you don't depend on Nigerian money is a lie. If you don't depend on Nigerian money, then leave the office. You're dead because of what you're going to steal, grab, snatch, and run away with. So Nigerians, but the whole thing is depending on you people. You want to sit down. I mean, Mr. Ever just said Daily Momodu said something. You can still take your country back. And that's what I told you. You can take your country back. Nigerians can take back Nigeria. Even if you want it to take back it today, you can take it back right now. And even now. Allegedly now, we now hear that the LGBTQ stuff has been signed into law in Nigeria by this same Songolere. And that's, I said on X, that maybe that's the reason why Biden just kept mute about this guy's criminal record. Because they know they're going to be dangling whatever they have on him to get to Nigeria. And so, Mama, Papa, Pekin, brother, auntie, whether Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, if you don't understand what it means, your president, select by Mahmoud Yakub, he don't sign him into law. Say Chukudi, go fi marry Chukuma. And Rita, go fi marry Chinelo. Why I can't go use Rita now? Oh, man, let me not use Rita. Or maybe Afusa, go fi marry Shakira. Your president has signed it into law. LGBTQ. So get ready. And now is the time for Nigeria to really get ready, because this guy that they said even the Mumu ticket, Muslim ticket, is he even a Muslim? Is he a Muslim in the first place? So as you're battling all of the evil going on in Nigeria, you're going to be battling LGBTQ. And so Nigerians, get ready, because the movie is about to begin. And for the Agbadorians, your tears or your weeping and wailing, we are seeing them on social media. We cannot use your tears for anything, because they are bitter. We're going to trash them we're going to throw them and then trash them on the floor. Mr. Elvis, thank you very much for all that you do. Nigerians, you can still get your country back if you so wish to do that. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
Now, so thank you, my brother. God bless you. Give us a mandate. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for being here with me every day.
Yes, I'm here. Oh, so sorry when you called me. I was on the phone.
All right. Okay, that's fine. Okay, just take the hold on. Just hold on, madam, please, for 1 minute. Okay, let me quickly appreciate those of you that are just coming in right now. Abu Azia, I can see you. Check Obedient. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Thank you for your time with us, my wonderful people. Please press on the like button. Let our voices go far. If anybody think that we are giving up now, for me, I can't give up. Because I've asked myself so many times, if I give up, I don't have another option. Yes, I just want a better Nigeria. If I give up right now, what do you want me to be doing? You want me to be showcasing people that is dancing in the club? Or people that is in lounges right now? Weekend is coming, drinking beer. So what am I going to be showcasing? I have to continue to talk about my country.
You forgot pressing blum blum.
So I can't showcase those things. So this is the right thing we are doing, and we have to continue. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. For those of you that is organically supporting us, may God bless you all. Madam Busy Brace, we miss you. We've not heard from her for a while now. Please, my people, come back. Most people want to hear your voice again. Thank you. Go ahead, Madam Nena. Thank you very much for your patience. Talk to us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Harris, and God bless everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all the Obedient family. Thank you all so much. In fact, you showcased a lot of things today. I don't even know where to start. First of all, I want to start by addressing the issue of Nuhu Ribadu. I saw it yesterday, and I believe you discussed it. I wasn't available yesterday, but I just want to touch a little bit on that. It is very shameful, and it's not just shameful, but it is an insult to the sensibility of Nigerians when these people come out to make comments like this, and they say it and people just listen and let it slide. First of all, my brother gave us a mandate, made something very a salient point. You came into the house and you met an empty pot, yet you have food to eat. How did that even happen? First of all, they asked the question. I can't remember where I was watching. Somebody was asking, when did he? Okay, I think it was Ned Media I was listening yesterday when I was coming back from work. So he was analyzing it. It was like, okay, when did he make that discovery? When he made the discovery, what did he say? And then how, what exactly is the reason for him coming to say it? Just basically trying to make excuse for the failure that we already see for the next 4 years. I mean, God forbid if they stay there for the next 4 years. That is the failure. They're just initially trying to prepare the mind of Nigerians of the senseless excuse they want to give. And then I asked myself, Buhari looted Nigeria to bankruptcy. Please, what is the distance between Abuja and Daura? What is the distance between Abuja and Daura? A man who looted Nigerian money, and that man is still walking free on the face of Nigeria today. You know where he is. So what is the essence of Nuhu Ribado coming to tell us that Buhari looted Nigeria's treasury? For crying out loud, somebody looted the country's treasury. That person is still very much alive. Because let me ask, what will it take to go after this person? What is the essence of telling us when that same man is still around? That it's not just that man is around, and every other person that worked with him when he was looting, they are still very much around, not just around, but still in power today. So what in the world is Nuhu Ribado talking about? I say this again, and like Ms. Davis will always say, now see body finish. If these people will come out and make statements like this, and Nigerians will keep quiet, nobody is asking questions, nobody is making any move, nobody is taking action, it is an insult on the sensibility of Nigerians. What is Nuhu Ribado trying to tell us? Were they not the ones that were telling us a few days ago or a few weeks ago that they're trying to recover Abacha's looted fund? You're busy trying to recover Abacha, the one that just looted, that is still very fresh in the oven, the one which just happened new, but I never go collect them. What is the distance between Daura and Abuja that Buhari cannot be brought to bring the money that he looted? So what are they? You are there upon that, you made a bankrupt nation, and yet the only thing that could come to your sense is not a way to rebuild what is messed up. You're busy trying to waste more. The one that is not even available, you're wasting it. It is so sad. It is so annoying. And it is becoming insulting to Nigerians, the kind of nonsense that these people bring up every day, and Nigerians keep quiet. I was talking to a sister-in-law of mine this morning that called me from Nigeria. You know, of course, when people call you from Nigeria now, everybody is trying to tell you, oh, my, you know, Christmas don't they come now, waiting. You know, we're just talking in the process of our talking. So I was telling her, I said, she's like, you know, we're saying like, okay, Nigeria, what Tinubu is. I said, it is very, very possible that Nigeria has been sold and Nigerians have been used as collateral. That's what I don't even know. It's very, very possible. Because at this point, all the money that they're borrowing, what are they giving in return? This is a country that has nothing. When people borrow money, I believe they know they give collateral. It's possible. I was telling you, it's possible. All of them, they Nigeria, they don't become the collateral. All of them are collaterals now that Tinubu is using to fuel, to, you know, to oil their ego and their foolishness. They are buying yachts, they are buying cars, they are taking a trip to Dubai, showcasing themselves in private jets, doing this. These are the ones we can see, the ones we don't see behind. We're just talking about these people. By the time you see their children, even their own children, the way they are living, messing up millions and everything. Tinubu that they said was he's a young philanthropist, a millionaire entrepreneur doing this, doing that. Now we have seen his level of entrepreneurship. Suddenly he has become a very lazy. His job, his CV now reads the son of the president. That is his qualification. The ones we see are the ones we hear, the ones we don't see from behind. It's so unfortunate that these people make such statements and we just let it slide. We just let it slide. Nuhu Ribad is telling us so that we will do what now? We go say, hey, yeah, chai. We go begin to pity Tinubu now, say he meet empty treasury. But when this Buhari left office, if my sense never failed me, I remember very well that Oluremi Tinubu took a trip to Daura to appreciate Buhari and the wife for bringing them to power. The same people that looted the treasury. Are you guys kidding me? This is not. I mean, I don't even know in which part of the world that this kind of a thing will be accepted. It doesn't make any sense. And people are keeping quiet, and people are just everybody is just moving around, and nothing is happening. So Nigerians now will be the ones that will bear the brunt of Buhari looting, whereas the looted funds are somewhere in the hands of people, including the people in office today, because majority of the people that are in Tinubu's cabinet today were still part of Buhari's regime. So that means the looting was widespread amongst the same people that are in office today. What in the world? No rebad on the. In fact, just like this. What I wanted to say, let me just hold it because of what this channel represents. Somebody like that, what happened to Stephen for Bible, and what is supposed to happen to them for coming out to utter that nonsense? That is what is supposed to happen to somebody like Nuhu Ribad for uttering that rubbish with his mouth. What happened to Stephen for Bible, and what is supposed to happen to them? The only difference we say you no go see Jesus, we go tell and say bear the pain because you're coming to a better place. It is so insulting. Are you kidding me? And then I come to the case of Adams Oshiomhole. The whole thing spells one thing and one thing alone. These people are nothing but evil. What if anybody goes back in history to see Adams Oshiomole's antecedents, the things he did when he was the supposed labor leader, when Nigerians thought that he was fighting for Nigeria, we see that what Ajero is doing is nothing compared to what this man did. And look at him now. Come on air, ranting nonsense, saying rubbish that makes absolutely no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Talking nonsense. Because at the end of the day, when you look at it, whichever way you look at it, it tells one thing and one thing alone, that these people don't give a hoot about Nigerians. They don't care. They just don't give a hoot about you. When it's convenient for them, they say something else. When it's not convenient for them, they say something else. It is so sad. It is so sad. Very, very sad for the kind of things that we see in Nigeria. And then I come to the issue of the merger they're talking about. I mean, it would have been easy for anybody to say it is good for us to team up together and collect power from it. Whatever that will do to break the whatever APC has now should be done. But then, what in the world is NNPP talking about? Which Kwankwaso are they talking about? For me, as far as I'm concerned, anything that they're doing, anything that is happening that will not front P2B and Dati Baba Ahmed and the likes of him is nonsense for me. Atiku Abubakar needs to go and sit down one corner. He needs to go and sit, because the truth remains that he is part of the problem that we have in Nigeria today. We may want to have a little bit of soft spot for him because of maybe whatever that maybe him going to Chicago and whatever. I've never, and I will never be a fan of Atiku Abubakar. I've never, and I will never be a fan of him. Some people say he's a little bit, I don't know. Like for me, I don't see him as somebody that will be a credible leader. I don't. If it was not his greed in the first place, P2B should have been fronted by PDP. Because he saw a credible man. The last time they contested the election, he was able to get the kind of popularity he gained because P2B was his running mate. He should have been sensible and drop his ego in the first place to front P2B. Maybe he wouldn't have been in this mess that we are today. But it was his greed. And that greed is still what is going on. So as far as I'm concerned, the only thing I feel that I don't know much about politics. As much as I am interested in what is going on in Nigeria, I don't know how the political thing works and how they do whatever they need to do. For me, if there is a way the obedient movement, I'm not talking about Labour Party right now. If there's a way the obedient movement will organize themselves, they're people that are intellectuals in political arrangements and everything. If there's a way they can do whatever to make it a formidable team, a formidable group and everything, we still maybe still under Labour Party or whatever, but as far as I'm concerned, but my own problem is this, and I say it over and over again. As long as these criminals, this bunch of Alibaba and 40 thieves that are still in power today, as long as they are still there, I don't see Nigeria moving any forward. Election, I don't see any election happening in Nigeria. That is just my own thing. So for me, at this point in time, the only thing Nigeria needs is hit the streets. Hit the streets. Get this power. Destroy. I mean, not when I say destroy, I mean not being violent, but bring down whatever that is existing at this point. Bring it down at this point, because whatever that is going on in Nigeria today is not working and it's not going to work. First of all, these people does not have the capability. Second of all, they does not have the willingness. Third of all, they are not interested in making Nigeria move. That is just the point. They are not. So whatever that is existing until this thing that is existing in Nigeria dismantles, Yakub Mahmoud, get out. People like until these things dismantles, nothing is happening. And then I come to the issue of Tinubu telling Nigeria. I don't know what is this madness about, this obsession about these people, about attracting foreign investors. You are busy trying to attract foreign investors. Even local investors are not surviving. So how would local foreign investors survive in the first place? People, Nigerians that have business in Nigeria are not even surviving. He's begging us to paint Nigeria in good light. He is the chief demarketer of Nigeria. He himself started the marketing of Nigeria by him being a crook, a criminal, a forger, a identity thief, everything. Somebody who's, we don't even know his origin, we don't know his real name, we don't know somebody whose life, totality, everything about him is all lies and fraud. So he is the number one demarketer of Nigeria. So it's not that we are not saying something that is not in existence. And if they think that they're saying that media should stop, this is even when media, that shows that whatever media is saying, Mr. Evis, whatever my watch media forum panel is saying and doing is affecting them. So that is why we need to increase the volume. The volume needs to go up. That is, we know that it's affecting them. So the volume needs to go up. We need to be louder than we are at this point. We Portray Nigeria have to attract who? Attract foreign investors in a country where common election of only 3 states cannot be conducted without madness and foolishness going on, without impunity going on. A country where there is no rule of law. A country where a judge will say something and people will say, "Come, my friend, go and sit down, make you hear what." A country where nothing is happening, is free for all. Everybody just do what you. A country that turned itself to like an animal kingdom. Animal kingdom is even more organized. These days, even when you see lions moving, they move in an organized way. If you see duck moving, they move in an organized way. If you see ants moving, they move organized. There is nothing organized in Nigeria. And you're talking about we portray Nigeria in big light so that if eventually foreign investors come, they do the investment, you people will see end up embezzling the money. These people are just stupid. They are just dumb. I don't know what. Anyway, I don't blame them because Nigerians give them the impression that Nigerians are not thinking, or they are not supposed to. They are not doing what they ought to do. That's why these people think they can just open their mouth and say any nonsense. We allow you people to do what you do. That is why. I see body finish as Mr. Evis will talk. You don't see us finish. But it's high time Nigerians rise up and tell these people, we are not who you think you are. We are in a different era. We are in a different place. We're in a different place. People are like, I have a friend somebody who just relocated to this country. My brothers and sisters, if I tell you people, when I was in Nigeria, in fact, this lady and her husband were one of the people you say, we talk about millionaire businessmen in Nigeria. This person they just came, they just relocated to the US. They just relocated to the US. People, you will think that they're So she was in my house on Saturday. She actually came to make my hair. I was asking, I said, "Name," she said, "Name, you will not understand. It is terrible." I said, even for people, if somebody like you can relocate to come to the US to start from the scratch, let me say, "Well, day now." She said, "You will not understand that the agony, the pain in that we don't even see. Like what we see, we don't even see one half of 1/10 of what is going on in Nigeria. We don't see, like, we don't see, there's something we see here. This is, you go there, you will see it. It's like when you have a thick smoke in the air that everybody can see and feel and feel the impact. That is how the pain and the poverty in the country, you can feel the impact in Nigeria. And it is bad. It is that bad. And people like them have to sell some of the things they have just for them to be able to move out. It is terrible. And at the end of the day, the people that still buy most of these things that these people are selling are still people in the diaspora. If you think that people are putting their things on sale, that it is people in Nigeria that buy it, it's not true. Majority of I know how many of my people that I know here now that have bought houses and cars for people that are planning to relocate. And somebody was making a joke. He says, "See, people in Nigeria are selling their properties to move abroad. People in abroad are trying to buy are buying the things that people in Nigeria are selling." It's very ironical. As funny as it may sound, it is terrible. The situation in Nigeria is bad. And these are people who has the opportunity, that what it takes, the wherewithal to travel. What about people who cannot? It is so sad. And I say it again, Nigeria is the only solution. Like what Dele Momodu is saying. It's not only Supreme Court have done their own. I say it and I say it over and over again. If you people think there is no power in number in moving out, trooping in your thousands to demand for a change in what is going on in Nigeria, give it a try first. Give it a try first. I say, okay, we tried and it did not work. That is just what I have to say. Nigerians, wake up, because it's going to get worse. No Ribat have made it clear to you people. Don't expect anything because we met a bankrupt. You see, he has said everything. That is just the thing. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. God bless
you. Thank you very much, Madam Nena, for that wonderful submission. Thank you. Let's hear from Black Panther this time. Black Panther, if you're available now, please talk to us, sir.
Can you move to the next person? I'll talk after the next person.
Okay. Mr. Jonathan Kisley, thank you very much, sir. It's good to have you on the panel today. Good evening to you. Talk to us, sir. Okay, looks like Mr. Jonathan is not also there. Okay, let's see if we can get a hold of Mother Patricia.
I'm here, Mr. Elvis. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes,
good evening to you.
Sorry about the delay. Yeah, I just I thank you, and thanks to everyone, to all the panelists, all the contributions so far, and the presentation today that we made is so it's complete. I can't nothing more to add. But let me start by just asking you just to permit me to indulge for a minute. I just want to indulge just to kind of bring what Nigeria is out.
That's right.
Let me just indulge. See, Nigeria is a soap opera. Nigeria is a soap opera. I know we all know soap opera, and maybe we watch one or two. In my family, when I say I want to indulge just for a minute, I will say one thing. There's one or two soap operas that my wife in particular, she watched. And she's been watching one of these soap operas for almost 26 years. 26 years, I would say. Even though she's not around many at times, it's all recorded. All recorded. When she's around, she put it on. And once in a while, when I have time, when I sit down with them, I join to watch 1 or 2 or 3 episodes. 26 years, I said. One of my daughter, who is now 23 years old, not too long ago came, and we're watching it together as a family. just some few months ago. And we sat down, we were watching. And one of the actors there, who had died like about 5 years ago in that soap opera, came back and is alive again. My daughter said, they don't die in this movie, in this soap opera. Don't we know that people never die? People who die always come back. They don't die here. That is Nigeria. Nigeria is a soap opera. We've seen the movie before. We've seen it before. We've seen the movie before. It's just a replay. Nigeria is a movie. This stupid idea that Nigeria, that they met the covers, the treasury empty. Buhari said the same thing. Don't we know? It's a script. This is a script. To be emphatic, June 2015, immediately June 2015, few days after Buhari was sworn in for his first time, he said exactly the same thing, verbatim, word for word. And in July 2015, BBC, anybody can Google it right now, is on BBC. BBC, July 7, 2015. Buhari said, I met the treasury empty. Headline, BBC, July 7, 2015. I met the treasury empty. It's a script. They can't fool Nigerians again. See, that is the problem that they have. And unfortunately for them, they can't find solution for this. Rather, they will fall into more and more errors. This is setting the stage for looting. This is setting the stage for them to loot without any responsibility, without taking any responsibility. Because once they do this, it is clear. So people will just, as Madam Nena just said, to get some sympathy from some quarters, some part of Nigerians, and for some other section of Nigeria to just not to look at it at all. That after all, we even have sympathy for them. After all, this man is trying. This government is really trying. There was nothing when they came in. It was all a lie. Buhari met it empty. He said so. They also came out now. Their own is just that it's a little bit late. Again, as I said, it's a soap opera. A soap opera is something that you just see it over and over and over again. Nothing changes. We've seen it before. Exactly the same thing that happened. Go and check it step by step from 2015 when Buhari came in. It's the same thing that is unfolding right now from May 29 to date. They just go back. It's a page, it's a book. They just open it. Next, and they follow it. You have to follow it. If you don't follow it, that is their own downfall. That's their Waterloo. You must follow the script religiously. And they have been doing that. Are you kidding me? You are coming out now to say that you made the treasury empty. And all you did was to go around spraying money. And literally spraying money. The way they spray money in Nigeria at parties. That's what you are doing. You are literally spraying money. You bribe the judiciary. Bribe them to their bones. Bribe the legislature. Bribe the police. Bribe religious leaders. And still yet you met empty treasury. That's what you are doing. Still empty treasury. Is that what a responsible, credible government will do? First of all, if you are coming out now to say that you met the treasury empty, you can't just say that alone. You have to, what are the numbers? What are the figures? When you arrive, what did you meet there? What was the status of the nation's treasury as at that point in time? Give the country a lowdown, a breakdown. This is it. This is what we met. If you can't do anything, at least use the last budget. If you can't even go back, these were just trashing Nigerians down, just thinking that people are stupid. If you can't even go down to 6-7 years back, use the last budget. On top of that, you still have the audacity to even submit a supplementary budget of 2.17 trillion, yet you met the treasury empty. In 2015, when Buhari came in and he said, I made the treasury empty, what he did in that BBC article was that he went and borrowed $2.1 billion. That was the first thing he did. $2.1 billion, saying that almost 13 or 12 or 13 states are almost bankrupt in Nigeria. So they got to bail them out. That was the trick. The same old now we're seeing. Let us know what is the status. What did you meet there to justify that the treasury was empty? I think Sister Nina said pretty much in that line. I don't think there is nothing more to add other than just to what I've said, that that country is just a joke. If you want to watch a soap opera, you really want to enjoy it, you see it. It's not Nigeria. You don't miss anything. All you need to do is just come back, sit down. Oh, what happened? What happened in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks? It's like you just fall in straight away because it's the same old story. In some countries, if you are out there, if you don't follow the politics, you don't follow the system for 1 month, if you come back, you got to sit down and do a researching for you to even get yourself back on track. Nigeria, you can go for 1 year, come back again. All you need to do is just to listen to news 1 day, 2 days. You are in again. You are in again because it's soap opera. Nothing. There's nothing. There's no country. Again, the idea of saying that, asking Nigerian media or Nigerians to portray Nigeria in a positive light in order to attract investors. They even have no shame. They have no shame. Again, thinking that people are stupid. If you think Nigerians are stupid, what about those that are not in Nigeria? What about the international community? You think the international community don't know what is going on in Nigeria? I've said it, and I will continue to say it until these criminals are still in charge. No investor will come to Nigeria unless an opportunist. There is no sensible investor that will come and drop his money in Nigeria. In fact, when you see that investor, you will know that that investor himself is a criminal. How will you invest in it? There's no where do you want to start from? On what basis do you want to bring your money to Nigeria and you call yourself an investor? For crying out loud, you must be a criminal yourself. It's either you are literally coming to take advantage, or you have connived with them to get some cuts, get kickbacks. You can't come. It's not possible. Because when they lay it on the table for you, you look at the numbers, you look at the dynamics, you cannot come to Nigeria as an investor. Nobody should tell anybody otherwise right now. On top of all the shenanigans, on top of all the criminalities, on top of the way and manner in which this government even emerged in the first place. So which investor will come? There is nothing good to say about Nigeria. If you go out, truly you go and say, okay, with a good mind, with a good attitude, that I want to sell Nigeria, you will lie. That I want to bring investors to Nigeria, you will lie. You will cook numbers. You will cook books. You will falsify information and data in order to attract any foreign investors. There is no way you can be truthful. If you are truthful, in fact, you will be lucky if they still allow you sitting in that room after 1 hour, if you will not be kicked out. You will be kicked out. It will be like they are listening, they are just hearing a smelly mouth. Go to any conference where investors, the people that go and meet them in a round table and put Nigeria there. Bring the numbers. Bring it out for them. The real numbers. if you get thank you after your speech, not even forget about you even getting $1. If you even get thank you, in fact, maybe you have one prophet that is praying for you somewhere. They will just look at you, just get out. For you to get anything from them, you have to lie. You have to lie about the numbers. You have to cook the books. You have to tell them. You have to be aggressive and tell them that if you come, we will give you crude oil to lift. In exchange for XABC, XYZ, if you come, there is free, there's crude oil to cook. It can't be straight. You can't bring investors to Nigeria like on a straight level. Even if you want to negotiate, Nigeria will always be at the receiving end of that negotiation. Nigeria will always be at the receiving end of that negotiation as it stands right now. So there's nothing. No, it can't happen. Other than, as long as there is crude oil to be lifted, yes, you will see those crooked Westerners, corporations and individuals that will align with them in Nigeria, that will make some money available for them in exchange to lift crude oil. It's as simple as that. There is nothing in the foreign reserve. All this money that they are borrowing, how are they getting? Who is giving them the money? Somebody said earlier, I think the last speaker said, perhaps maybe they are collaterals. They are pledging everything, even pledge unborn Nigerians. God knows what. But in reality, in the real sense of it, is in exchange for the crude oil, because there is no foreign reserve again you want to leverage on. There is none. Nuru Rubadu that came out and said he meant the treasury empty. Can he tell us what is the balance of Nigerian foreign reserve as of now? He can't. If you look at the foreign reserve side by side with the amount of money that they have borrowed in the last 6 months that they came to power, then in fact they can't even come out and say that number, because it will make no sense at all. Probably you have less than $2 billion in your reserve. These guys have borrowed close to $10 billion already. Close to $10 billion already in the first less than 6 months of the administration. They borrowed almost $10 billion already. And Nigeria has less than $2 billion in foreign reserve. So how are you paying it? How are you even meeting up with the payment, with the monthly payment, which is the financing cost of those money you are borrowing? How are you doing it? If not for the fact that you are going to the central bank to print money. If not for the fact that you are stealing the country's crude oil. So where are you going to see money for development? So we're just joking. It's not going to happen. Not under these people. Not under these people. And the issue of merger, for them to come together, for me is a non-starter. For Atiku, Labour Party, and NNPP, Kwankwaso to come together. That would be a marriage that the divorce certificate has been written on arrival on the day of the marriage already. It can't work. It can't work because everybody wants to be a leader. Everybody wants to be a leader in Nigeria. That is one of our bane. That is one of the problems that we have in that country. Even people that have no sense at all, they don't even have ideas. They still want to be a leader. Just because maybe they have one clique or the other, whatever. They want to be a leader when you have no ideas at all. After all, we're experiencing it right now. So the idea of them coming together is not, it just can't work. Because in those other parties, they are still part of the problem we have in Nigeria today. They are still part of the problem that we have in Nigeria today. Is it PDP you want to talk about? Everybody in that party, they are all part of Nigeria's problem. They are all part of the people that created this problem that we're in right now. Is it Kwankwaso himself? So who? And if you put all those ones aside, you take the new brains, Showore They want to be leader. They don't. Everybody wants to be a leader. Nobody wants to step aside for the other. No, not in Nigeria. And for the leader, you said the country is bankrupt, and those people that perpetrated this criminality, they are still there in Nigeria. You can't go after them. You cannot go after them because you people work together hand in hand. For them, it's a collective work. These people will do their own. After 4 years, they will go away. The next government, God forbid that they are still there. Again, those people will just take the script. It's just a script. It's a book. They will just take it and then they will just start unfolding it again. That is the situation that we have in Nigeria. So it is in the hands of Nigerians to wake up. Unfortunately, our hope, which is the electoral system that is completely damaged. There's no electoral system in Nigeria. Because that's our hope. So it is in the hands of Nigeria and Nigerians to wake up and take back their country. There is no any other way. That's the only option that is on. Things might change in the coming months, year or months leading to the next year or so. Things might change. But for now, as we speak, realistically, it is Nigerians that will take back their country. Nobody will do it for them. Because one of the ways you take back your country is through the electoral process. Right now, there is no electoral process in Nigeria. The political parties that will even fight to bring out that, to fight for that electoral system to work, they are not even there as we speak right now. They are not there. The political parties are not there right now. And they know that for themselves. Each and every one of them, including Labour Party, they know for themselves. They are not there. They can't even do it. If anything, this last weekend brought it out for all of us to see. And I want to, finally, end on the Oshiomhole interview that you presented. Again, I would say it, brilliant journalism. Mr. Niger Wash, brilliant journalism there. That's how it should be. You brought it out, you went back, and that's how Oshiomhole should have been confronted there. That's the problem with Nigerian media. Even though Shehu did not prepare, fine, it happens. Questions will come, or a follow-up question will come based on the responses you are getting from your guests. Then you have to follow up on that. You have your production team there. They are on alert. They should take it up for you. So you shouldn't allow these people to come and just go away with their lies. So I want to give it to you there. Brilliant journalism. So I want to end here. Thanks very much, Mr. Elvis. I would like to talk on the APC branch or branches that they have, but if time permits, I will dwell on that.
Yes, we are going to have a final submission now. I'll come back to you shortly.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you very much for your kind words and your encouragement. God bless you, sir. All right, my people. Thank you very much. Everybody on the panel have given their submission right now. I'm going to start with Mother Patricia on this final submission. So please, guys, help us to press.
No, that may be the next person. No final. Where they go?
Okay, you never really talk. Can you imagine?
Mr. Niger Watch, I can't say they sleep like Agbado.
No. You know, people where they come from window. People where they come from window like this. They remember them.
If you like say, they play that music, you go play that music after I talk finish.
Which music again?
Agbado music now.
Okay, more take break with her. Thank you. More first start with this guy.
Bola Ahmed, the president of Nigeria, the president-elect, by the grace of the president-elect. By the time Kumi to me support Ashiwaju, Bola Ahmed, the president of Nigeria, the president-elect, by the grace of the president-elect.
A few moments later.
Please, Nigeria government, you people should come to our rescue.
for we will get asthmatic patients wey be say we cannot afford this. You people need to call this company back called GSK. Before, this teleties for we will get asthma for this Nigeria, this teleties is about 8,000 plus. But because say this company don't pack comot for Nigeria, look at now, I'm at the pharmacy, Plechi, me seeing this 52,500 Abba. Virtually Yela where would they buy 2,000 before? Because say this company where they produce them for Nigeria don't come out. Now, virtually now don't enter 8,005 for Nigeria. Please, Nigeria government, you people should come to our rescue. For we will get asthmatic patients where we say we cannot afford this. I'm of my salary 45,000 naira, and me now no I must be taking this. Federal government, you people have to come to our rescue. Please, on behalf of all the people that they asthma, please, you people have to come for this. Please, I am begging, because without we taking this, we can't beat. We will be dying anyhow. Asthmatic people go they die, but I pray that should not happen in Nigeria. Please, and please.
Justice for people. Justice for asthmatic people.
Oh, Mr. Elvis. Oh my
That
God.
justice for asthmatic people.
Let's continue. We'll talk. Let's continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, this dance you're about to see now is called Tinubu dance. Are you ready to give me that dance? Oh yeah, everybody go say Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Say, oh yeah, Baba dance. Wait, oh yeah, Baba dance. Listen, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Say, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Say, oh yeah, Baba dance. Wait, oh yeah, Baba dance. Listen, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Say, oh yeah, Baba dance. Wait, oh yeah, Baba dance. Listen, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. We go 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 the dance. Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Wait, oh yeah, Baba dance. Listen, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. 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 Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. We go 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 the dance. Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. We go the 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 dance. Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Give me the dance. Tinubu dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Oh yeah, Baba dance. Say, oh yeah, Baba dance. Wait, oh yeah, Baba dance. Listen, Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. We go the dance. Tinubu dance. Voila. Hey, Tinubu we go to dance. Tinubu dance, we go to dance. Tinubu dance, we go to dance. Tinubu dance, voila.
Wow. Elvis, you don't go keep us here. You don't go keep us here one day.
Voila, do.
Oh my God. Kai. Now, wow. If you see so far, who say, we believe they call Uso Bagigi. They affect the right now for Nigeria. They ever see anything. Now, what did they say? They want no one.
In fact, the beauty is that everybody at last, everybody is chopping breakfast now. At least
everybody they chop am. Everybody.
Now, you know, say the former vice president say everybody go chop the breakfast.
Yes, now.
You don't see now. Everybody chop am.
Thank you so much, my people. I appreciate you all. Baba A Show, we can see you right there on the comment section. Divine Cross, thank you very much. God bless you all, Pat. Osans, I can see you as well. Thank you. Press on the like button. Help us to share. Regina, I can see you as well. God bless every one of you right there. Okay, Black Panther, talk to us, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Niger Wash. Thank everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you are watching us from. As I have always said, stick to Niger Wash. This is where you learn it. This is where you will know the truth behind this day Nigeria, the politicians. This is where you will get your confidence. And this is where you begin to ask yourself the question I spoke concerning yesterday. When you ask yourself the question that what kind of Nigeria do I want to see? And then if you sleep and dine with it, you begin to think it, and something inside of you will arise. I would like to say thank you all for everything you've been doing and what you've been fighting for a good and greater Nigeria. And I want to start from Agbado pleading to all the social media, not the terrestrial media, because the medias that they have in Nigeria has been paid for. They have been bought over because the medias in Nigeria are owned by the politicians. Can somebody tell me who, out of all the media that we have, who among them are not politicians? They are all politicians, either they are PDP or APC. In disguise, most of them are disguising. They are covering up. They are members of one or two of the political parties. Go check it all around, investigate. I have done mine. They are members of political parties. That's to show you all that the media has been taken over. And what is sustaining the Nigerians today is the social media where they hear the truth. They want to take over the social media, but they cannot because they are not the one in charge and their rules cannot be upheld in the social media because they are not the one owning it. So I want to say here, Agbado was talking about investors. And I want to speak to Ruben Abati. You have been in support of these people and you have said one thing. When somebody wanted to talk against that investment you were talking about, you said he has gone out. He has gone out. You were arguing it with someone you brought to your network. That he has gone out to do what? To procure investors. Now, he has turned around to say, we are the one that is blocking the investors. We in the social media, telling the truth. We are the one blocking the investors. He has come to power. He has bought his way into power. He has gone through the window, which you are supporting. And now you have seen that even you are taking the breakfast that have been prepared by Agbado. Because you are the one that said it categorically clear that he has gone out to procure investors. That he doesn't need anybody approval. He has gone. That is why he's in France. Blah, 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 blah. Now you can now see there is no investors. Because there is nothing that Nigeria as a nation have. All your reserve have been depleted. There is no way. It is impossible. I state here, and I stand to be corrected by any economists. They should come forward
to tell me what is going to be your collateral as a nation that you want to go apart from you selling your oil and selling all the mineral resources to take money from your investors. That is all you are doing. That is all Agbado is doing. Is selling and depleting the mineral resources of Nigeria in connivance with some dirty investors that want to take over your mineral resources. That is the only leverage, and that is what Agbado is doing. And that is what his Oga has done. They've sold all the oil rig. There is no tax being paid. The tax that is being paid, they are using it to pay back what they have taken, what the loan they have taken. That is all what they got. They are not taking in what they don't have anything to give to Nigerian people, because they know Nigeria is not yet a state, it's not yet a country. Like yesterday, I was listening to the son of the man that created Hamas. I beseech every one of you. He is one of the intelligence working with the Israeli intelligence squad in all the hemisphere. I listen to him. I beseech every one of us should go and listen to him. And he's made mention of what indirectly how these so-called people are manipulating and taking the resources and stealing it, and they don't want to listen to him. I put ourselves in his place. They don't want to listen to us. If they see they don't want to listen to us, we will continue to talk until the Nigerian people will arise and take back their country. And I want to state here today concerning Oshiomhole. I don't know, Naija, did the governor of Edo State give Oshiomhole award?
Yes.
Okay, thank God. Thank God. I think I will speak on that later, because I'm going to use Broken to speak on that, and I'll bring back everything that I've spoken before. I want to say here now that the measure, I want to speak on the measure before I speak on Labour Party as a party. I want to speak on the measure, and I want us all to think very clearly. Let us throw away, let us put aside the election that has come and it has gone. We have to take back our country. How do we take it? There are so many avenues that we can take it. We have to have a plan A, plan B. But one thing I know today, and I'm so sure and convinced beyond reasonable doubt, the second phase, we will enter the second phase, and the Nigerian people will take it back. They will not look back at anybody, because the ideology that will back it will arise, and the trumpet will be sound. Everybody coming. I want us to look in depth in the measure, because the measure is one way. Because you cannot, the Labour Party is not a party that can categorically come out without the obedience and say they want to fight and take back Nigeria like that. It's not possible if the obedience are not there. It is not possible. So we should not look, we should look at the measure critically, holistically, and see the measure as another avenue, because there is nothing wrong, because you are the opposition. All the parties are opposition now. There is nothing wrong, because the Labour Party symbol itself and the obedient backing the Labour Party because of Peter Obi is going to be a solid ground, because the whole terrain has been thrown up. There's nothing like taking it to the north, taking it to the south. No, all those things have been broken, because there's nothing like that again. The best man and the best platform will be used to take back the country. And if any of you is thinking of Kwakwanso is irrelevant. Kwakwanso is only talking because how many states does Kwakwanso have? He only won one state. It's irrelevant in the merger if there is going to be a merger, but I think Nigeria should go for the Labour should go for the merger because we need a political party that can fight the way they are fighting, tooth and nail with anybody to fight and get the country because everybody's on alert now. The entire Nigeria, they are eating the breakfast.
Black Panther, can I interrupt you for a second?
Okay.
With a quick question.
Okay.
And it's a direct question also, it could be hypothetical. Look
Yeah.
at the situation where there is a merger between Labour Party and Kwankwanso Party also, happens to be part of the merger.
Yeah.
Do you think that will happen without Kwankwanso holding a ministerial position in that government? Just a question. And then what do you think? Yeah.
Yes. Kwankwanso, if there is an ideology backing us and backing the new merger, Kwankwanso is irrelevant because Kano State cannot make us win if there is a merger itself. If we don't coerce with any other states to win, Kwankwanso is irrelevant. And Kwankwanso can be, even if he come in as a merger, Kwankwanso can be denied a ministerial position and he can do nothing because he has no leverage. He cannot hold anybody down because he wants to be a president. He cannot. He's too infinitesimal in the merger. When you want to mark a merger, you must hold your ace and every leverage must be in your palm. What has he got to come out to say, oh, I must be this? There's nothing, nobody will throw him aside because it's nothing. Compared to Labour Party, compared to BDP, he's nothing. So that is it. What we got to do, we got to look at the merger because we have been talking and we have been talking. Solution should come up from our talk. This is a solution we can critically analyze. If we want a Nigeria and if we want to take it back, because there was a time a merger was formed. It was a time when a merger was formed when PDP was ruling, and that merger took over. So Nigeria, as I've told you guys, these politicians, they will never change. They will never change in their course of doing things. Like one of our speakers said here, he said it's like a soap opera. Okay, now, they said, oh, they let entry treasury. Now, remember, they are no longer talking about party versus another party. They are now talking about individual. That Buhari left nothing for us. Who is Buhari and what political party? They refuse to mention it because they know that if they mention that, but we are going to mention it. APC versus APC. APC loot the treasury and APC is back again to loot more of the treasury. And I want to say this now, categorically, I'm so confident. Even if Baba Yabo, even if Agbado rule this first time, Agbado, there's no way Agbado is going to take the second time. Even if he carry all the soldiers come to rig, he cannot win the second time. He can never win the second time if that merger comes to place, because that merger will take him out. That is why he was trying to make sure that he take over Labour Party. But because of the force of the obedience, he could not. Because he knows that in future, there must be and there will be that ball game that we played again. And that is the major principle. The major principle with PDP and Labour Party, we take APC. No matter how they rig, we take APC out. Because everybody, there's one thing, one virus, everybody is eating the food and the breakfast now. So if there is a merger, there is a very positive way there. But I know the second positive way is that everybody will wear the clarion call and Nigeria will arise and take it. I will talk on the Labour Party. Like I said, when I brought up a petition, I knew the information I have before I brought up the Abure petition that Abure should come and speak. And I thank God he came to speak. And in his speak, And in his speaking, there was some red flag. And anyway, if you want to go, we'll go into the red flag. There was a lot of red flag. Like the money that they said they give. There is many money that has been given to Labour Party. There is many. This 100 million is just one. There is many. But I won't say it out until one of them will say it out. There is money that was why I was saying that if you are a competent and you don't want to play the ball game they have been playing all the while by holding to information, your PRO of the club, the speaker of the Labour Party, should always call for a press briefing to iron out issue, talk on issue before people will start investigating. That is what I have seen that they are not doing. That means there's something going on. They are depriving us of information. They are depriving us of a lot of things. They don't want to, even when we are in the course of even trying to win the election, they could not come out to speak on many issues. That is a red flag. But we overlook it because we were overwhelmed that we are not looking at Labour Party. The first is the obedient, and the obedient is going rallying round. After all, they did not give us money, so our money we use to rally around people. They did not give us any money, and we refused money because we wanted to do it another way. So Labour, we didn't realize that a lot of money has been there. Even PO donated money. How was that money spent? Is it not high time for them to open the books and start telling the people, this is the money that came to the party, this is how we spend the money, so that people will be having confidence on you as a chairman? Is it not time for you to open the book? Is it not time for you to open the book? Somebody spoke here concerning that our party, our Labour Party chairman is not the kind of force that can take back the Nigerian force. I concur with that personality that spoke that day. One time, he spoke fervently well on that issue. But some of us rebuke it. But that was a very good, vital point that he laid out. And somebody now, or back one, a Labour Party member also came out to say it. And it is the truth. When you deprive people of information, that means there's a cankerworm, there's a skeleton in your cupboard. Okay, now the election is over. Open the books and tell us how every money that has been given to the party, how you spend the money. We know they hear them. Now, when we go bring petition again, then they'll say we bad boy. They'll say they'll talk this way. Look, I don't know. I don't look tribe for anything. No, I have been detribalized for a very long. I tribalized myself for a very long time. The Labour Party should open the book, what they got, how they spend the money in all what we have done, so that we know how positive, whether we are going to look them with a full light. Not now, we are looking them with one eye. Because if we got to go for that measure, they must open the book for us, so that we know the book. The chairman, the financial director, everything, they must all come out to have a world press conference to open the book according to how it's been done. So that when we are saying we want this man there, we know that he has come with a clean record. Not to come and close the book and deprive us of information, and you want us to look. And we are not docile. Me, I not docile. And they go and investigate privately myself. They call Labour Party. If you want to disprove what was spoken on the media that we are playing in Nigeria Watch, come out, open your books, what you spend. Money was brought forward, how you spend the money, and close your account, so that when we are trying to bring out another chairman, we want to come out with clean records, so that if we are fighting a cause, it must be just, and our hand must be clean, so that we can fight, and many Nigerians can collapse whatever they have with us and go ahead with our ideal and fight a true just cause. With the measure, we are going into the bone marrow of APC. We are going into their bone marrow and we twist them and knock them down. But what we have to do, Labour Party all the directors, all the chairman, every one of them, I don't care whether state or, they should come out and speak to us, have a world conference, tell us the financial breakdown, how you spend the money, how it all went, and how we all, what happened. For we know what happened at the end point, but we want to see the financial book, how you spend the money, so that we will be rest assured that if we put our money somewhere, they will not deprive us of the information of financial appropriation or misappropriation. If we get to know that this money has been financially misappropriated and was taken into somebody's pocket, only God will save you people. That is what I want to say. Only God will save. God, me, I'm not docile. I am ready to see a good Nigeria. If we go forward, we must come forward with a clean hand. That is what I stand for, and I believe that is what Nigeria Watch stands for, and I believe that's what every one of us stand for. For you to take back Nigeria, you must be like a lion that has been beaten. That is what we want to see, and we want to see that kind of a chairman. For now, Julius Abure should just open the book, tell us with his financial director how they spend the money, and let us go for another election so that we can put in a chairman that will be there, that will look, that they're beating in the leg, a lion that they bite in the leg. Where lion, where dog bite for leg, where they send, they fear to go to jail. If we are fighting this cause, we must not be afraid to go to jail. Some will be there financing, some will be there speaking, some will be there. It is bound that one or two must go to jail. In an evolution, there's always something that will occur, but that does not stop us from not going further to hit our target. So every Nigerian, I beseech you, let us cry on the Labour Party governing council, whatever they have. Let them come out with the book and let us tell. I'm not chastising them. Oh. I want us to go forward with a clean hand so that the measure will be clean and we can talk with our head. Because we are going to be the pusher and the manager of the measure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Harris. I just want to add something.
All right, go ahead. No, ask your question.
Yeah. I just want to add to what Black Panther said. In an ideal setting, I believe and I support that is what is needed. One of the options that is needed. But realistically, in Nigeria, a merger right now with this same set of people, it is just like pouring, a new wine into an old, wine skin. It's all messed up. The people that are in this party, see, all the chairmen of all the Labour Party, let's take Labour Party. Labour Party, I know. All the chairmen in all these states, all of them, see, they have skeleton in their cupboards. If we don't know anything, let's narrow down to these 3 states that had election this past weekend. Imo, Bayelsa and Kogi. All of them, they collected money. There's no, at least they are challenging themselves now. They are speaking out. Those chairmen. So if you talk of a merger, it is like a clean bottle of water. And
No. Sorry to interject you.
Yeah.
We need a merger now because of the docility we are having in Nigeria. We need to, like what Mr. Naija was always say, if we get the #1 position, because there's no clean man. Look, let me tell you one thing. There is no clean man from the West again. Why did they say? No. I want to ask this question. No, let me ask you this question. Why did the chairman ask him that this is the last man standing? Go and think about that. Last man standing. What does that mean?
Because what is the point of having a merger and Nigeria still in a mess? APC had this merger, they come together, but it is evil versus evil coming together to continue to perpetrate their evil. If you want to merge clean. Let us sanitize the house. Let it be that it is the right people with ideology. You mentioned that, and I agree with that. It must be people that have this ideology, this labor ideology, this obedient ideology, Peter Obi's ideology. If not, these people are parasites. They will come. They will come for the purpose of getting into the office.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have people here that need to speak to us. I appreciate you people for your submission. Let me call up Mr. Ike. Mr. Ike, thank you very much for just joining us. It's supposed to be Mr. Oduware. We lost him. Mr. Ike, good evening to you, sir. Please, I'd like you to talk to us in 8 minutes.
Good evening, my brother. You can hear me?
Yes, very clear, sir.
Okay. Thank you, my brother, for what you are doing. You can see I'm in the office today, but the topic that is being discussed is so interesting that I can't resist. I just watched that my manager just left, and I decided to see that there's a chance for me to come in to say one or two things.
Yeah, talk to us.
You remember the last submission I made here, I talked about this issue of Labour Party. If you remember vividly, that was last week. And I think that the election is over. We need stock taking. We need evaluation. We need the records to be set straight, what transpired in the election. We need to know what was spent and what was left, how the money was spent. If we want to Aburi has played his part. He was a soldier in the midst of confusion. He was a soldier. Nobody's going to take that away from him. But I think that I am one of the people, I told you last week that I'm one of the people that say, I think it is honorably he has to go. But before that, I said last week also, I want to need an assurance that Mr. Peter Obi is ready to stamp his feet, to stamp his authority on Labour Party, because I've been saying it since after the election. It is the structural, establishment of Labour Party is what we need in all the local government, in all the wards. We need a complete turnaround of Labour Party. We want to put people that are responsible. We want to put people who are ready to, serve Nigeria. We want to put people that are dedicated to the cause of the man that we are following. And that has to start from the local level, And if you look at what has been happening at the national level of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi has been the picture that has covered so many things that is going on in Labour Party. The crisis in Labour Party is not over yet. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it is high time that they, the executive, the National Working Committee, and everything that has to do with Labour Party, there's time for them for accountability. Because the man we are following is a man of accountability, is a man of honesty, and is a man who stands by the truth. So we need an accountability. We need them to come out like Black Panther was saying. They need to make sure that they come together, address a world press conference, let every department of Labour Party give us the account, their stewardship, what transpired, what happened, where did they find trouble, what are the things that they discover that was one of their problems, what are the remedies for the future. So because we cannot be left on the dark, the election is over, they need to take stock, we need to take stock, because this is the party we want to join as a movement. So we want to start on a clean slate. So if they can be able to prove their record that they were able to do the right thing, and that the right thing was did, but there was nothing they could do, then we can decide, okay, we are going to pass a vote of confidence on you. But if there was anything any missing link that we find that we need a transformation, I think that I am one of the people 100%. I am supporting that this executive of Labour Party, they should go, but they should go honorably because they fought a good fight. Nobody is going to take it away from them. I am not going to take it away from every one of them. They put their life on the line. They put their family on the line. They put everything on the line. But transactional politics is what we do not want for a new Nigeria. And that is not what we want to see. There has been a lot of accusation about money money with Aburi. And he has to come out clean. He has to defend himself. This time, politics is over. He has to come out, know that the masses of this country are standing behind Mr. Peter Obi. So all this allegation that they never come out to declare, they never come out to say is true or it's not true, it is false or it's not false. The last one I said last week was the one of the governorship candidate in Bayelsa who was left stranded. But with the report that 100 million was given to Labour Party and 50 million was given to the National Executive Committee, they have not denied it. They have not said anything. So, I mean, he said that the same people undermined Mr. Peter Obi presidential campaign. So they have to. We need to get to the root of everything. Everybody that contributed to the negative effect of what we passed through, every man must come out. And if we clear them, people like you and me, if we give them a green light, they can continue. But if we find anything wanting from them, they should leave that place honorably. We don't want to push anybody away. We don't want to make anybody look like a scapegoat. I don't want to be part of the people that will make anybody look like a scapegoat. But I want to thank you for what you have done. But your time is over. Let a new fresh blood. We need younger men and women to take over the leadership of Labour Party from the local government to the ward and to the state and to the federal. We want this transformation starting from the grassroots, because if you're talking about the upside, the only up is not going to solve the problem. We want it to start from the grassroots. We have time to do this. So I am 100% that Aburi and his team, they should come out clean and tell the world how whatever money P2B gave them, whatever money they got from anywhere, how that money was spent, what they used the money to do. Transparency is the key. If they prove to ourselves that they are good and they are capable, based on the report that they give us, Nigerian masses can decide to say, Aburi and your team, you can continue. But they must have to come out first and honorably answer the call that we are calling all of them. And I said last week, I want my principal this time around to stand on his feet. We need a complete clearance of the house. It doesn't matter what you have done in this election. If you don't want to be a member of executive of Labour Party, from the ward to the state to the local government, you are off. There are a lot of young men and women of honest quality in Nigeria that can take over the mantle leadership of Labour Party, because that's where we belong. Because Obedient Movement has always said it's not a political party. So therefore, this is where everybody are pitching their tent. So we need a clear house. They need to clean the house completely. I am standing with that. On the issue of merger, I completely disagree of any kind of merger. You cannot merge when you don't know what transpired in the first 1 year and some months that this party has come into existence. We need to get the record clear. What are you merging with? Merging with is it what you call them, the satanic people? Is it the same satanic people in PDP and whatever they are calling them? We are not merging with nobody. We are in a position for people to come and say, I want to join you. Because of the face of the party, because of the man, and because of the vice presidential candidate of our party, we are in a position to stand on our ground, and we have to filter the people that are coming back to say, I want to become a member of Labour Party. Not us to go and join with them. We are not joining with anybody. We don't want to join with NPP or PDP or whatever political party they might call it. So if Sowore is interested, now we can talk with Sowore, but all these old guard, all these old criminals, I'm not in any support of any kind of merger. But when you put your house in order, when you're making an investment, you are not making an investment based on the fact that you are standing on a very solid foundation, because the people that are going to run the affairs of that political party from now on going are the people that the masses can trust. The character that we can trust, the capacity that we can trust, the honesty that we can hold on. This is what the Labour Party is going to be looking forward. So I am not going to say that I'm going to take away what these people did under the pressure and under a space of 1 year. I give them credit for what they have done. But I think it is time for them to move on. We need a new blood. We need fresh ideas. We need fresh people with their own mindset. We want to try people that are ready to do and work for the betterment of Nigeria. So for merger, I am not part of the merger. Rather, Labour Party should put themselves in a position whereby that other people who are coming to join, there shall be a complete criteria for you to join Labour Party. there should be a standard that we need to set. Because we're talking about new Nigeria. We know what we're going through. The new Nigeria we're talking about, we're not going to fill it with the same criminal-minded politicians who are transactional politicians. You see what our members of the National Assembly, what are they doing now? So we're going to filter them. These 4 years that they think that they're going to play on our intelligence, most of them, this will end their political career after they finish their case in the National Assembly. Because what we send them to do is not what they're doing. The people that are talking about murder, how many members of PDP do we have in the National Assembly? What are they doing? They are the main opposition before. Where are they? Where are they? Because they joined the transactional politics. That's why they're supposed to be the opposition we're talking about. But if the Labour Party have decided that we are going to be the opposition, we are not going to do anything with these people. We shouldn't have anything to do with this group of criminals, because they are the same people that put Nigeria in this particular place. From their generation, from their father to their grandfather to the great-grandfather to the younger generation, they are the same people following the route to rule Nigeria, to put us in a place where we are today. So I do not want to hear about merger. P2B and Dati Baba Ahmed should flush Labour Party. Take away anything that need to be taken away from the party. Put your authority, stamp your feet on the mantle, and say, if you are coming to this political party, this is our condition. If you come, we welcome you. If you don't do what we ask you, you are out of the door. That's what we want. We want the people that Nigerians can trust. So I am standing firmly that this executive of Labour Party, they must come to the public and tell us what transpired. We need transparency. We need honesty. We need, because they promise that they're going to balance the seat after the election. What are they waiting for? There is silence everywhere. What are they waiting for? So we need them to come out, right? So I just came in because this topic is so interesting. I said I've been praying for my manager to leave, and he left, So I decided to, chip in my own word, because listen, we are not playing. The new Nigeria we are talking about, we are not just playing. We are serious with the new Nigeria. It's a serious business. So we need people like you. We need serious-minded people who are going to stand tall and say, this person, we don't need them. We shall be able to scrutinize these people and say, this man or this woman will not be a member of executive in any way of the Labour Party, even from the local government level. This is what we are going to do for us to get a better Nigeria tomorrow. Okay, so I am standing on that fact. And the issue of merger, my stand is no. God bless you, my brothers.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ike. That's a very, very wonderful submission. Transparency is the key, regardless of who you are. Transparency is very, very important, in everything. So, yeah, everybody entitled to their calling, to their opinion. So that's fine. I can see somebody trying to call in. Let me quickly take this call. We'll take it from here. Mr. Kenny, I'm trying to quickly call you back because you've called a couple of times. Please speak and talk to us. Thank you very much, Mr. Kenny, for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Good evening, everybody. There's something I want to say. Before we talk about merger, we have to talk about the INEC. The INEC Nigeria people have to select who will be the INEC chairman. With this INEC chairman, I don't think we can move forward for the year 2027 general election. If this Mahmoud want to hold this election, it will not be possible. Because with this INEC chairman, we are going nowhere. Labour Party won the 2023 general election. Labour Party won the election. So even though there is merger or no merger, even PDP, NNPP, all party come together, but with this Mahmoud, we go nowhere. Even though the Labour Party or the merger win the election, and at night he announced the result that APC win the election. What are we going to do? Are we going to fight? No, we will not fight. So the thing is that the INEC chairman, the way the INEC chairman, that power have to be taken away from that president. The president don't have to elect who will be the INEC chairman. You have to be other separate body that will elect INEC chairman.
All right, thank you.
Before we can move forward in this country.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
God bless you. Thank you. All right, Madam Ola, you're trying to call us as well. I'm just going to quickly call you back so that you can talk to us. Then we can have our final submission with the rest panelists. Thank you very much, Madam. Good evening to you. You were trying to call in. Please talk to us. 2 minutes, please.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. And so today's topic is really, really very interesting. Thank God for everybody on the panel comments. Miss Elvis, God bless you. Everybody has said most of everything that, I mean, they almost just took everything out of my mouth. The previous speaker and the last one, and they were talking about real transparency, which I say, besides Labour Party, every other party that wants to join Labour must show us their books too. They must be transparent, and like the previous speaker before the last one spoke, that they have to be. They have to show us how. We have to have a criteria rather in employing. One thing I want to say, there is a body in America here called International Review Board. They handle clinical research. The way they appoint them is they take people from the public, somebody who might have had an history of the kind of treatment they are trying to, do clinical research on, a member of the healthcare, a medical doctor, a nurse, but none of them will be participating in the clinical research or doing the clinical research. So if we can be that transparent, we can find people in the public in various areas that are not necessarily the core members of the parties and from different parties. And then secondly, INEC needs to be turned around. I think I've said it in the past. I don't know if I say it or I said it or it was just in my head, that INEC members or INEC workers should be appointed from various parties, not just the federal government just picking somebody. And if possible, if you want to have a change, we have to do things differently from what we have been doing before. If possible, have 3 chairmen as the national chairman, and then so they can put their heads together. If possible, we can have vice chairmen from different people, not just the federal government appointed. We have to change things. We have to change things, not doing it the way we were doing it before. We have. Once Labour Party shows their books, the other party that wants to join us show their book. Everybody all over the world knows that Obi is the man that people want. So nobody can come from anywhere and say that I want to be the president. That's the only condition. But we have to take our country back. And we have to be serious about it. We have to take it back.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all. We have already crossed our normal proposed time. Currently, everybody have given their submission. I'd like us to have our final submission here, right now. So let me see. I don't know if Madam Patricia is available for us. Madam Patricia, are you there? Okay, let's move on to the next person. I don't know if Black Panther, if you're available, according to the way it is on the table, I'm just going to take it like that. Give us your final submission, 5 minutes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Najawash. And I want to thank everybody. That is why I always say this. Every one of us should have a way of doing his own research. And ask yourself questions. Researchers have the 12 questions. You ask yourself questions, the answer must come in. When you go to the media, every day, you see things, you hold it down, you digest it, you take it in, and start to prefer solution to it. You see, I asked a question about the Edo State, the Oshiomhole. Everything Oshiomhole talked about with channels, everything he talked about is contradicting himself. He has learned, they have tutored him as former Labour Party chairman, and he has learned to talk lies and contradiction. There is no way, if you beat a Labour Party, a Labour chairman in any countries of the world, Labour Party chairman is a national issue that It is bad for somebody, a governor elected by the people, to now put forth people to beat up a Labour Party chairman. It's a national figure, and you are telling us he did not deem it right to speak on the issue, and you are telling us that, oh, it is left for the state to do. In your situation like Nigeria, that most state chairmen have been captured, you say it's not a national, that he cannot call a national strike. That is an aberration from his mouth. Because if anybody has touched the way he had his power in Labour Party, then if anybody lays hand on him, the whole country will stand down because of him. He was part of and parcel of how we rose up against the military junta. So what is he saying? The Labour president is not a national figure and it doesn't warrant calling for a national strike? You go and do it in another country. And if you see that if they don't call for national strike, if the government does not speak on the issue, your president is supposed to speak on the issue and calm the situation down, call for a dialogue, call for the state governor, and ask him what happened, and give him a security report, situation report, and bring those people that perpetrate that evil to book. We cannot encourage lawlessness. But I know we have already encouraged lawlessness, and the books have shown it. Even our judiciary, they are lawless. They are lawless. They don't have any criteria. They don't even have anything in them for us to say these are learned people. They are no longer learned people in my front. Anybody can take them as learned, but to me, they are no longer learned. They are dull as a rat in the pit hole. So what I'm trying to say here is that I told you people, I tell you, let me go broken. I tell you people that the Waterstone project, I was making analysis of it that time. I was yelling. I said these people will converge in a place that what they are doing is they are just playing game for one person to buy sympathy. Now it didn't work. Now they are giving for him to align the whole issue together now. Somebody that brought in Oshiomhole and somebody that Oshiomhole brought in, now they have come to a center table now. He is giving the man that stole the money for the water, allegedly stole the money for the water project, which they allegedly all of them participated in. He has not given him what? An award. Does that not tell you people the truth, that what I was saying was the truth? That the Waterstone project, he cannot probe his Oga in chief of chief. He cannot probe him. Therefore, he has aligned with him and show it to the whole world that yes, I was part and parcel of the failed Waterstone project, the billions of naira. I was part and parcel. That is why I have to recognize my Oga in chief and give him award. The first time in the history of Edo State, where impunity will dance like a masquerade in the marketplace. Thank God I have spoken it, and thank God they have done it, and they have finally said yes, that money was taken. Edo State, make una shine una eye. I don't talk am. Anybody where they come, he must open the book and tell us how he go do am, and he must tell us how he go get the money, not to borrow money. Because in the era of borrow money, we are done with all of them. We must till our soil and make sure we use what we have in our soil to develop our nation. No matter how small it is, China did it, America did it, Europe did it, and many countries are following the footsteps. So why can't we do it? Thank you, Mr. Naija Watch.
Exactly. Why can't we do it? You're right. I support that. Thank you. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. Yes, we need to round up now. Mr. Jonathan Kingsley, please let me come to you. Give us your final 5 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ellis. Thanks to everyone. Yeah, I just want to touch briefly on the APC. You talked about the APC branches. I'll call them the APC department. You know, they have different departments, and you know, in that clip that you showed, you highlighted, you know, many of those departments. But I will narrow down on the judiciary. The judiciary is their top department. That is their department. It's the top department because, and that is the reason why the country, is doomed unless there is a turnaround, a complete turnaround. But when they are taking these decisions, these are learned people. These justices, judges of the appeal court, justices of the Supreme Court, these are learned people. The expectation on them is that they will know that whatever decision that they will take or the decision that they will come, the outcome of their decision is going to have a significant impact on Nigeria, both locally and internationally. And that is what we're seeing right now. But they couldn't think beyond their selfish goals, their selfish interests, beyond their greed, beyond their personal gains. They just couldn't get over it. They couldn't even think beyond that. That whatever they do is going to have impact on this country called Nigeria. And that is what we're seeing now. And they know it themselves. And I know that they will be fighting with them. If they still have any bit of human art, they still have art that is breathing in them. They know that they will be feeling it. Because this thing that is going on in Nigeria now, some way, somehow, it does not matter. That $1 million that you collected, whether it is $5 million, see, what Nigeria will bring to you, that $5 million will not solve the problem for you, Mr. Judge, Mr. Justices. Hear this, hear it very well. That $5 million will not solve that problem for you. Because expectation is that you will take it, you will think of Nigeria. You will think of your children, your grandchildren, the next generation of Nigeria, before you did what you did. Because your decision, what you did, this is the outcome. This is the impact. This is what Nigerians are feeling right now as a result of your selfish, self-centered, greed, manipulative decision that you took. But one thing is clear. This APC, Mr. Tinubu, can steal it, grab it, but he cannot run away with it. This one is not running away with this one. I know it's very easy for us to say that he ran away. No, he's not running away with this one. That's the reason he's still crying that he wants Nigeria to talk positively, to talk positively about Nigeria, show Nigeria in a positive way, to help the image of the country, to attract investors to come in. He's not running away. He's not running away with it. He can buy all the local media in Nigeria. All your money can do that. But you can't do that outside Nigeria. You can't. So he's not running away with it. Let us know that. And that is going to pursue him. He himself personally, the entire government that is running is going to the last day, to the last hour, to the last minute, to the last second, that they will leave that government. They won't run away with it. This thing is going to pursue them. This evil will pursue them every day, up to the last second. That is guaranteed, whether they like it or not.
Thank you.
The other department they created, and these are when you are in a business, let me just finalize, let me just round up with this. When you are in a business, Nigeria is a business, as some people will call it, rightly so, that Nigeria is a business center. Yes, it is a business center. So when you have a business, you create a department, and those departments does not come cheap. You have to fund them. You have to, allocate money to them. All these departments they created, they have to continue to fund them with state money. The religious leaders, you have to continue to fund them with state money. All these agencies, the legislature, you have to continue to fund them with state money. money that are not budgeted at the expense of the people of Nigeria. So I will leave it at that. But again, as you said, it is on us, Nigerians. It is on every Nigerian to take back our country.
Thank you.
I will leave it at that now, Mr. Najawa. I thank you very much. Thanks to everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. Very pleasant evening.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. Thanks for your submission today. Thanks for joining us today. Tomorrow is another day. Please, you guys endeavor to always join us so that we can continue to talk about what is affecting us. You know, we all are learning from each other on this platform. Thank you very much. Let me come to Madam Nena. Madam Nena, if you're there, please give us your final submission so that we can move on to the last person, which is F. Emmanuel. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Ivis. God bless everyone. My final submission today, is just a recap of everything that we have said. Nigerians, it is becoming clearer and clearer to you. If you are still one of the people that are in doubt, maybe thinking that maybe somehow, anyhow, there's something good is going to come out of these people, it's becoming clearer to you that nothing is coming out. Nothing will come out. We said it and you thought we were joking. We said it, you thought we were just making noise. Nothing is going to come out. So it's important for us to understand, first of all, that the talk that we are talking is making impact. We'll keep talking, but above all, we still have to put in some actions. This is the time to put in some action. Nigeria is not going to work the way it's going. And for me, I will say it, if these people remains in power, nothing is going to happen in the next 4 years or whatever it may be. So let's just wake up and do the needful. Mr. Elvis, I want to again appreciate you for everything. Appreciate your resilience, appreciate your commitment, dedication, and everyone else that comes on this panel, that are part of the part of this place, both in the comment section and God bless everybody. Whatever we are doing will never go in vain. If you see this country that is called Nigeria, it must be rescued, whether these people like it or not. They will keep crying. They will keep looking for legitimacy. They will keep looking for somebody who will help them to put a makeup on their ugly faces for them to look good. It is not our job to do it. What we say, if they want things to move in Nigeria, just like Dati Baba Ahmed said, resign. Let the Senate president conduct a fresh election. That is the thing. If you want Nigeria, if you want to look good, if you want to try to make yourself a little bit, if you still have any honor, any dignity at all left in you, that's what you have to do. Mr. Tinubu, that's what you have to do. How else do you want people to say it? You are, in fact, I think Tinubu is one of the most rejected president Nigeria has ever had. I don't know if anybody, for me, that's the way I see it. Even when Buhari came in, this clamor, the way people are, making it obvious that this man is rejected from. In fact, his coming was dead on arrival. I don't think it was like that in Buhari. Maybe somebody can correct me. Tinubu is just rejected all around, left, right, and center. Nobody wants you. So that's just the thing. If you want us to stop, we cannot stop talking. In fact, like I said, this is even if there is no time, I will raise my voice more to talk about this country, to project it to the way it is, so that the whole world will know the fraud that is called Nigeria, the fraud and the criminals that are called Nigerian leaders. This is the time we have to make it louder. If you want us to keep quiet, resign honorably. If there is anything like that in your dictionary, resign honorably. Let that criminal that is called Akpabio conduct election that without Mahmoud Yakub being in charge. Even if it means use part of the money people are stealing, borrow people that know how to conduct election. Let us hire them to come and conduct a free and fair election in Nigeria. Let's do something right. Get out. That is what Nigerians want. Nigerians don't want you. With you, Nigeria is already demarketed. Nigeria is already defaced. Nigeria is already soiled with you there. So there is nothing you can do about it. That is just what it is. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis. Good night, everybody. God bless you all.
Exactly. Thank you, Madam Nena. May God bless you. Thank you. All right. The last two to go, which is Oga F. Emmanuel. If you are there, please give us your final submission. Okay.
All right, Mr. Ellis, thank you so much for the opportunity again to summarize our discussion for today.
Thank you, sir.
I still want to also toe the line of Madam Inena and Mr. Ike that just spoke a few minutes ago. Sincerely, just like what Peter Obi had been saying, you don't buy bread cheaper from Bauchi and buy bread cheaper from Omahia or Anambra or so. It's the same country, it's the same currency. What affects one in the north also affects the other in the east or south or west. So the truth is, the reality is now being felt. This is no longer politics anymore. This is reality. The same currency that we use, we can see that it has no value anymore. The same filling station that we go to buy gas or buy fuel, you can see the price. This is what Ogbaibom said, that is visible to the blind and audible to the deaf. So it's clearer than ever. We'll be talking about it now. So if everybody now is crying, well, the truth is that cry cannot change anything. Talking can make impact, but what brings about results is action. So my summary for today is, Nigerians, you've tasted the breakfast. You've seen how it is. You know whether the salt is okay. You have known whether the sugar is moderate. You have known whether the pepper is too much in the soup. It's up to you. It's either you continue eating the pepper and let it keep peppering you, or you decide to do otherwise, and get a different result. So result can only be achieved by action. You can't achieve it by only talking. You can't achieve it by crying. So the time you wake up to tell that Baba to get out of that seat, well, that's the time even heaven will salute you. You say yes. So you need to arise, for your glory is already in your hand. But it requires you arising first before you see the result. But if you keep crying and folding your hands and taking side, the most painful part is that some people are even still arguing. I still backing this illegitimacy and say, let's give him time. Let's give him time, at least. Let's compare him with Atiku and Buhari. There's nothing to compare here. We're talking about people's destiny. We're talking about people's life. People are hungry. You're talking about comparison. What are you comparing here? There's nothing to be compared. In as much as we know that Buhari in his time, he also rigged the election, but anyhow, Nigerians were able to, let him go his way, have his way. But this one, right from beginning, in fact, from the beginning of beginning, nobody wants this man on that seat. Nobody wants this man on that seat. But what do? He has found his way here in a forceful way, in an illegitimate way. So it behoves on us to let him run through, to keep holding what belongs to us, or we do the needful and reclaim our mandate. I rest my case. Mr. Elvis, thank you so much for the opportunity again.
Thank you.
More grease to your elbow. Mr. Ike, thank you so much for your contribution. We'll continue again tomorrow.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, God bless you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night, sir. Thank you. Mr. Ike, sir, please give us your final 5 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I think Mr. Peter Obi did speak last 2 weeks or so when he was on, is it Twitter, conversation, that is going to go on thank you tour of states in Nigeria before any other thing. So I am suggesting that even before he goes to that thank you to all state of the federation, Labour Party National Working Committee and the executive should be able to make a statement and let us know, so that he will be able to know what he's going to present to the people when he goes to the states, when he begins to tour of the states. Because we want to have a credible fight that you can be able to give to the people for the sacrifices they made and the effort they made. They need something to, the hope, that hope that they have in you. They want to keep that hope alive still. So there should be, something concrete should be coming from the National Working Committee of Labour Party. I think before our principal will be able to comment that trip, as you said, So that is what I think that is best for now, because I think he needs to speak to the people based on the fact that he has on the ground, based on the fact and the factual fact that that is coming out from the past election. It will be also an added plus for him to be able to, motivate us, to be able to encourage us that the fight is not over and we're still fighting. So we need, what we are saying is that this should be done, and as earlier, the earlier it is done, the better for all of us. For the illegitimate president who is saying the Nigerian journalists and the press should talk about something good about Nigeria. The press are not saying anything that is contrary to what is going on in our country. We have to report as it is, as Niger Watch used to report as it is. Even though when you try to bring fake news here, Niger Watch will kick you away. So that's what we want. We want the truth from the press. We want the press to let the world know what is going on. The press is talking about some of the world media. They are in Nigeria. They are in Africa. They know what is going on in Nigeria. So, I mean, you can use their TVC to tell lies, but the truth we all know. So I don't think his appeal is going to go anywhere, because there is nothing that this illegitimate government has done that will make anybody to think that there's anything that is going to come out of it. After all, the people that have been shouting online, all the videos that I've been watching, is the people from the West. They are the people who are crying. Emiloko, they're the same people who said Emiloko is my brother. So they are the people who are hungry. It's not me. I am not hungry. Brother Elvis is not hungry. Not any of us that is in this platform is hungry. They are the people that are hungry, not me. My family is not hungry, God forbid. So they are the people who gave him where he is. So if they need a wedu, they should go to him. If they need pomo, they should go to the Asoro and get it from them, because they say Emiloko. They say it's my brother, it's his son. So if now that he's son, he's there already. So why are you lamenting? Why are you crying? When our principal was saying it that no place you can buy bread cheaper, it's the same country. I mean, the truth is here. Who is complaining today? So I have no mess. Listen, I do not have any sympathy for anybody in Nigeria that is crying that they are hungry, or this government. The same people who fought us stand still. The same people who called us so many names. They are the same people who are crying today. But we are happy. We are rejoicing, because the truth is here for everybody to see. It is no more story, but it is a reality. The reality of Nigeria today is in face of everybody. So I hope that as the day go by, Nigeria will continue to reveal itself. And as the day go by, there is going to continue to be more crisis and crisis upon crisis in Nigeria, until when a time shall come when the Nigerians will say, listen, this is enough. So, and I know it's going to come sooner than later. So I will end by saying, my brother, God bless you for what you do. It was a privilege for me to be here today, and I thank my fellow panelists, those who are always steady. But like I always say, when I have the opportunity to come, I'm always listening. When you people are online. So, thank you, my brother, and I bless everybody, and I wish everybody the best of the night. God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too, sir. Mr. Ike, thank you very much for coming around today. Your submission was wonderful. Sometimes we need to hear those kind of submission, because we need to say it how it is. But if we have to say it how it is, it cannot always come from me. So sometimes I just want to listen to you guys as well, as we all are learning from each other here. Thank you very much, everybody, for the time we've spent together for today. By God's grace, we're gonna be coming back again by tomorrow, 6 p.m. Or I might be late tomorrow because I never know. But let's see how it goes. But 6 p.m. is our normal time. Let's see how it goes. Thank you very much, everybody that came to the panel today. Those of you that are still here with us, Black Panther, thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan, Madam Nena, F. Emmanuel, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you all. God will bless you now. Thank you for those of you that came in that have already left. Those of you that called into the show as well, thank you. Now, God will bless you now. Every one of you that supported the platform financially today, may God bless you all, my people. May your pocket never run dry. Thank you very much, my people, right there on the comment section, starting from Mother of All, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you. Always. Thank you very much, Madam Amen Bright. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. B and B. Can see right there. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Who again? Abu Azi, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Peggy Modi, and many others. I'm gonna go bless you. Stella Imasemedo, thank you very much. Good night to you all, my people. Please endeavor to join us again tomorrow, which is Friday, by God's grace, so that we can continue from where we stop. Until we have a better Nigeria, we're not going to stop talking. Thank God for the way we all are journeying here together to do this. So certainly, hopefully, somehow we'll have a better Nigeria. Nigeria cannot remain like this. It's just that we are praying to have that better Nigeria in our time. That is what we all are fighting for. Not that we're not going to have a better Nigeria, but I want it to happen in my time. Let me experience it. Let me enjoy it. Same with you guys that have been dedicating your time as well. May God bless every one of you right there. Take care, my people, and have a good night. Bye for now.